I was thinking about like, is it somebody who's like actually like a millionaire, or is it somebody who is somebody that we think is a millionaire, but in reality is just somebody who makes a decent amount of money?
I feel like
But like,
Pastrana probably is though.
yeah, I feel like he is.
Those other guys, I don't think so. I just think he probably's got all those sponsorship deals, all those sweet deals. And he probably gets like free bread anywhere he goes.
Free bread?
I would think so.
Yeah, what's the... I don't even know. I like that there is a tag for
Chud thing.
Oh, I love this. So you would say that's Chud?
It's supposed to be a Chud thing.
Is it?
But
I would think it's like Creature from the Black Lagoon.
It's like a mix of both. Well, Creature didn't come from the sewers.
Yeah, well, he moved in. He urbanized.
Well, then that's awesome.
Yeah, urban.
I love that.
Urban renewal vis-a-vis. They're reintroducing animals into the urban environment.
Awesome. I love that. I'm in. I'm into that. I mean, that's kind of what they did in the second Creature from the Black Lagoon. They put him in a like SeaWorld type situation.
Isn't that what they did with Predator 2? Like the second one, he was like, it's called Concrete Jungle or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Danny Glover. Gotta love it.
Somebody was telling me that they don't fuck with Danny Glover, and I was like, why? And their reasoning was because of Predator.
Predator 2?
Yeah, well, just he was in 2 of them, wasn't he? Wasn't he in 2 and 3?
I don't know.
I
never saw the third one. I only saw the first two.
Well, their whole reason for not liking Danny Glover was because of the Predator
because he's awesome in that movie.
And I agree. I was like, those would be reasons I would like him.
Not only that movie in general is awesome.
But
well, fuck whoever said that.
Fuck. Anyway, they're in chat.
Really?
No.
I'd love to see it. I'd love to talk to them and talk some sense into them. All right, let's go to 2play. All right, I'm obviously.
Wait, hold on. Back up. I gotta see your created character.
Oh yeah. This is a custom skater.
I forget. In this game, can you max out stats, or can you only like? Is it limited?
I don't think I even ever tried.
Wait,
but you probably, can. I don't know.
Okay. Who are you picking?
I'm probably gonna pick Rodney Mullen.
I feel like everybody does.
Because he's awesome.
I feel like in this game, Eric Costin was really good, too.
He was really good. I love this guy's outfit.
Jeff Rowley?
Yeah.
I do like that he's in a suit.
Yeah. I don't know why he's in a suit in this game. But...
I think he just had done a video at that time where, like done a skate video where he was in a suit.
Yeah.
I know that,
Sorry,
I'm trying to remember where I put it.
I put it there for you.
Okay. Jeremy Klein had just done one. I guess it was a while before, but where he was in a suit. He lit his suit on fire.
That's awesome. It's like, corporate, Fuck it.
I think was the name of the video.
Corporate fuck
It's called Destroying America.
Where should we go?
I'm trying to remember all the ones in this game.
Yeah,
I remember Hawaii being fun.
Hawaii is fun. Vancouver's underrated.
I played Moscow when I was at your house.
Moscow's great.
Hotter Than Hell sucks.
Hotter Than Hell
is absolute garbage. I remember this being like that and Skater Heaven were like my two least favorite.
Skater Heaven, which one's that?
That's 2. The end of 2.
The end of Underground 2?
No. The end of 2. Regular 2.
Pro Skater 2?
Yeah.
I don't remember that one. I think I kind of do. I don't know.
It's just like weird. Like none of the half pipes are like right.
Oh, I know exactly.
When they're all along snake thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's fair. I think Hotter Than Hell though is the one where you can do the. It's not good for skating. They have that one like dirt bike thing, or no? Is it a dirt bike or is it like It's like a Hummer or something that you can go off road with. That's pretty cool.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, well.
Now, okay, we'll hit that sometime in the stream.
I don't think you can do that on 2-player though.
Oh, that's stupid.
Maybe you can. Maybe you can.
And why would I? Okay, well let's do Hawaii. Fuck it.
Fuck it, dude. Let's do fucking
Fuck
Hawaii.
it, dude. Are we just playing free skate? What are we doing? Or
I think you pick when you go in.
Okay.
I was thinking we would do some graffiti to get started.
I like graffiti.
Yeah.
I talked to you about how there's a staunch partisans in the profession, or like, it's not professional, nobody's professional, but the competitive pro skater scene about what the correct game to play competitive pro skater is?
I did not. What is it?
So
How
there
long
are
should we play
people.
for? 10 full minutes.
I'd say 2 minutes is probably best, right? Because that's the length of a normal run in this game.
Yeah, let's do 5.
Okay. Sorry, give me just a second. I'm trying to get us 1 million viewers by sending out this last thing.
Oh, okay, cool.
But the argument is that graffiti is the only one where you actually go head to head, that you can like undercut each other.
Yeah, I agree.
And then some people say that like
I would say it's my favorite one.
But
King of the Hill is also very good.
Oh, I forgot about King of the Hill.
We should do that next.
The other one is just trick attack. People say like that's the most pure because that's just about who's better.
So true.
All right.
So true. Are you ready?
Yep. Let's hit it. I forgot that you can do that in this one.
So we're already in. I think we're getting pretty close to 1 million views already.
Can you like stomp on this one or like hit the wall? You know what I mean?
Like a foot plant.
Yeah, that's.
I think so. You can't sticker slap it. I know that.
I remember that because it is a line in a.
That's like a American Wasteland only thing, right? That's like the first.
No,
time
it's
that
Thug
appears,
2. Huh? I think you can do it
Is
because
it?
in American Wasteland, there's that guy who knows everything.
Yeah.
And he's always like, well, actually, in the first one, they hit wall plants, and then.
Hold on, speak his name. It's Useless Dave.
It is useless. I can remember it, but I'm glad that you know such a useless figure in pro skater history.
That was my favorite one.
Oh, that's right. You did say that.
It was. I mean, when I was younger, that was the one I liked the most.
I was thinking that you were saying that Useless Dave was your favorite skater.
well, of course. He's my favorite pro skater is Useless Dave.
Next scratchers in chat.
Tied with Boone and Murphy.
And what's his name? Iggy Pop, whatever the guy's name.
Iggy Van Zandt. He's awesome. That game, I think that game's good.
I like that game. I'm just saying I think it's like
people don't like that game.
Do people not like it, or do they just say they don't like it as much as Doug?
Well, that's fair, but I feel like people generally reacted mixed to it, whereas like Thug was just people liked it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I personally never understood why people didn't like it. Other than I heard that some people found it buggy, but I never. Really
I think people were just annoyed because like there was way less customization. You know what I mean? Because you're like
in what way? Like, because you just have to pick from one of like 5.
You pick the skater and you don't get to design your own graphic.
That's true.
Like you can in this game. Which I mean,
can you not? I thought you could. You can design. Oh wait, like
design your
board?
deck graphic. Yeah.
Oh yeah. You're right.
Which I mean, not that
it's not something I ever.
Not that the graphic design in this game was really super powerful in any way.
But it was at the time.
But it was kind of cool.
Yeah, I think also, I never really cared about doing that deck graphic anyway, so it didn't really bother me. But I don't know. If Love in American Wasteland makes me an idiot, then I'm a fucking moron.
Hitchhiker's Guide can wait. I'm watching this cool stream.
Yeah, I agree. Hitchhiker's Guide can't wait. This is better.
How do you feel about Hitchhiker's Guide the movie?
I like it.
Did you read the book?
I did.
Okay.
I read the book first, and actually, funny story. Here's a really funny story.
I'm laughing already.
When I was reading the book, and Neck Scratcher already knows this quite well. When I was reading the book, the way that they described Arthur Dent in the beginning, I was like, this guy sounds exactly like Martin Freeman.
Did you really?
I knew nothing about the movie. I didn't even know a movie existed when I was reading the book. And then but when you're reading it, it is Martin Freeman. Like that's perfect casting for him at least.
You know what's so funny is, I like that you're saying like that you didn't know there was a movie, you didn't know Martin Freeman was in it. Yeah. I didn't know that was a book until after I'd seen the movie.
That's awesome.
And I, to this day, have never finished the book.
Well, I got that right. But I also thought Ford Prefect, I was picturing like David Tennant or something in my head. It ended up being Most Def, so I wasn't like completely on with everything. I haven't even been paying attention. I'm not doing well.
Oh. I would be okay if you just kept not paying attention.
I should. I think I'm trying to get some of yours back, but you've gotten so many points on them that I can't get them back. I usually just like grind on stuff for like a millisecond and then claim it.
I did a wall plant, but I don't know how I did it.
You have to hit down and then you got to hit down on the the joystick while you hit the.
Oh, okay. I was hitting up for some reason. I think maybe up is stick or slap in the other one. It's like,
No, in the other one, it's just at least in American Wasteland, it's just X. Like you don't have to do anything.
That's
else.
maybe what I was doing.
But you gotta love stick or slap. You gotta love Useless Dave. Can we get some love for Useless Dave in the chat, please?
Look, I'd like to say right now I have an anti-useless Dave
Why
stance.
are you anti Useless Dave?
I'm a functionalist. If he's useless, I don't want to hear from him.
Well, that's true. He is useless. I'm not doing well. I can't claim anything. I'm having trouble claiming your territory. And you're just taking mine. I'm getting crushed.
These
Oh,
are.
fuck, there's only 5 seconds left. Well,
I didn't realize that.
I fucking lost by half.
I think there's so much. We're getting useless Dave love in the chat.
That's good to hear.
I feel like there's so much. Oh my bad. I think I hit it.
You want to change the level?
No, we can't. I thought I hit it on accident for you.
You did, but that's okay.
Okay, well.
What were we saying?
Oh, I was saying, I think there's so many more objects per level in this game than in the other games. Like, that we had 90 things total. I feel like that's so much more than, like, in any of the Pro Skater games.
Oh, yeah, in the Pro Skater games, for sure.
Like, I feel like total there's, like, 50 objects in Hangar.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely true. Let's do King of the Hill if you want to.
Yeah, I have to...
You want to do 10 minutes?
No, anything longer than 2 minutes would kill me. I don't even remember how King of the Hill works.
You follow the arrow to the crown. Whoever gets it, and then the other person has to like run into the other person and take the crown from them.
Gotcha. Okay, so it's really tag more than.
It's basically tag.
Oh fuck! I don't even know where I'm going.
Underground though, best story. Fact.
Oh yeah, I don't think anybody's debating that.
No one would debate that. It's kind of crazy what Underground 2 is. Like given
what
Underground 1.
But I think you had to do that.
Maybe. I mean, I don't think he did. I think he could have just made it another game. I don't think he would have gotten any flack if he
You
just...
say he is if Tony Hawk is writing it.
Well, yeah, I'm talking about Tony Hawk. It's his brainchild. What I mean is, I think he could have just called it like Tony Hawk's Destruction World Tour or whatever it is.
Sure.
And that would have been fine.
But then you wouldn't have been able to make Eric Sparrow a part of it. And everybody knows that we
They
wanted
could have
more
still
of him.
done that. They could have still done that. Do you remember how in the beginning they show like the New Jersey map for a second?
What the fuck? Oh, I lost it.
Yeah, you went out of bounds.
Oh, I see. I didn't realize you would lose it. How the fuck do I get it? How do you?
Oh fuck!
Welcome to hell, baby.
Is this guy just faster than me, or am I fucking up? I feel like you might have some speed.
I think Costin is definitely faster than Nolan, but I also think when you get the crown, I think it makes you slower.
Does it?
Maybe I'm making that up. It feels that way.
We should play hockey. Like in real life. Not now. Oh my god. Oh, that's so fucking close. Yeah, for a full ass minute. This is gonna be a shutout.
No, I mean, you've had it for some time.
I have 16 seconds, you're right. For some time. Oh, fuck. I don't know what. I just went inside
Also,
the wall.
I know this for sure. Running actually is slower.
Well, yeah, that is slower, right? I mean, isn't that... Why wouldn't it be?
I mean, well, I was just saying, because you keep getting off and running, like, that's maybe why
I'm getting off because I'm about to fall. Oh, and I go in, like, the wrong direction. Fuck. Alright, I got, like, 10 seconds. I can do this.
Yeah, 0 seconds, I think.
No, I don't have 0 seconds.
Did we set it to 2 minutes?
We did.
That doesn't make any sense, because we're definitely over 2 minutes.
No, you gotta have it for 2 minutes.
Oh, I thought it was 2 minutes total.
No. I want a fucking rematch. That one deserves a rematch, I think.
Alright, well.
We were so close, you know. you're spawning right next to it. Where is it?
Well, I don't even know how to fucking get it. Okay. I don't know where you are.
Works for me.
Oh, here.
Oh. Fuck. I didn't mean to go down here.
Well, you threw me off, so...
Alright, well, that's good. I do feel like I'm going slower with it on, but now I don't know if that's just because you said that.
I think that is, like, because otherwise it would just be crazy unfair, right?
No. I don't necessarily. Fuck. Maybe. Well, now I think I was going slower because you got it back.
That's what I'm saying, because I was behind you on the rail.
Yeah, but I didn't have that much speed to begin with. Ugh. Yeah, I do. You definitely have, like, less speed with it on. Fuck. I feel like I couldn't get a thing just now.
I don't even... Oh, fuck.
Hey, look, what do I know? Can we get some more Useless Dave love in the chat?
Guys, we're trying to break 1 million views for Useless Dave.
We want Useless Dave to be,
Oh, thank you,
What was that?
Oh, Izzy! Hey, Izzy! Oh, we got a new follower.
Who's that?
It's my friend Izzy.
Hello. Do you like Useless Dave? Comment. Comment.
Not sure how much you love Useless Dave.
If you like Useless Dave,
you love
you tell
Useless
us.
Dave. I'm gonna need you to Venmo me personally.
Venmo Useless Dave.
No.
Venmo Useless
Venmo
Dave.
Useless Danny.
No, Venmo Useless Dave. Oh!
I missed!
Fuck. That was scary for me.
You son of a bitch! You cheater! Got off the skateboard.
I had to. What, you say it's not cheating? That's called tactics. I'm being tactical.
Yeah, this is an even worse shutout.
I'm alright with that. You don't know. You could get it back. You'd have to do it pretty quick, but you could do it.
Yeah, no, I can't. I can't even get to you in time. Hello, Izzy. How are you?
Hello.
Thank you for tuning into our stream. We're just playing some Tony Hawk. You suck at this game mode. I'll 1v1 you, since I would like to play somebody who's worse than me.
Yeah, I feel like we're kind of equal, in a way.
I feel like...
Maybe not.
I feel like, as, like, humanity, like, we're all just kind of, like, equal.
Yeah, I agree.
Alright, I want to check out Hot now. Now I'm trying to, like, remember...
I don't think you're gonna like it, though.
I mean, we can just play a round. A round, not a round.
I don't think you're gonna like it as a skating level, though. It's
Okay.
cool that you can get in that car, and then also that you have to do all those things to get Kiss to play.
Okay.
That's cool.
But
you can't do that in two-player.
I gotta base the turkey in 20 minutes.
You gotta base the turkey in 20 minutes?
Yeah. Which, I mean, will take me like 5 seconds.
Why did I change the level? Okay, very cool. Well, what do you want to do?
Let's just do trick attack.
Trick attack?
Yeah.
10 minutes?
No, whatever. Right,
Do you want to do 2?
Yeah, let's do 2. If this is gonna suck, I don't want to do it for that long.
I don't even remember what you're supposed to do. You're just supposed to get points, right?
Yeah.
That's all it is. Okay. I can't even remember what trick attack was off the top of my head.
Yeah, okay, I remember this level.
I mean, this level's not amazing on its own, is my point. But there are things that you can do in it that I like. I like that you can make Kiss play, and then that there are a bunch of gaps for jumping over the different members of Kiss. But it's also not that cool that it's Kiss.
The only thing that's cool, I hear they were in the Paul Lind Halloween special.
They were. What do you mean you heard? I thought you watched that.
Just kidding. As if that was a piece of knowledge that would make somebody interested in Kiss.
Well, I was surprised that they played like 3 songs or however much they only played 2 songs, right?
No, they played 3.
Did they? Yeah, that kind of sucks.
What I like the idea is, I guess, the idea that somebody isn't sure about Kiss, but then when they're in the Paul Lind special, they're like, yeah, you know what? I think this is awesome.
On second thought, these guys are okay in my book. If Paul Lind's down with Kiss, then I'm down with Kiss.
I guess I should have looked at my special moves before this, because
I haven't been doing special moves on purpose.
I know Rodney Mullins for this game, but I don't know anybody else's.
I thought you forgot that his name was Rodney Mullen, and you were calling him Rodney Mullins.
Right. Yes. Oh, whoa, I can get up here on the awning.
Any Rodney Mullen love in the chat, though? What do you guys think of Boone and Murphy? Or Iggy Van Zandt? Can we talk about Mindy for a second? And whoever else. Who was the, like, one guy who taught you the ways of the... You know what I'm talking
That
about?
really racist caricature?
Yeah, yes, exactly.
I don't remember who that is. That was definitely something where I was like,
Fuck.
when I replayed that recently, I was like, that's insane that that was in this game. And that wasn't even that long ago. It was like 2008.
It's also, like, insane that I didn't even really register how racist that character was.
Oh, yeah. It wasn't even just a voice. It was like
It was the whole thing.
the lines, too. I was like, that's
It was the whole thing.
But if they remake that game, I don't want them to change.
Yeah, I agree.
How's this is the one where you shoot fireballs at each other, right? Yeah, there we go.
It's like maybe the most fucking annoying game mode. And you gotta do it 10 times. So fucking, this is a bit much, I feel.
Oh, I can't shoot you through the fence. It's bullshit. They don't know how fire works.
Well, it wouldn't go through the fence. Simply impossible.
I don't even know how to get inside. I'm stuck outside of this fucking place.
Who here's into Firefight? Let's hear some love for Firefight. Let's duel.
Do-do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, I love Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, what's your favorite card?
Pikachu.
Pikachu's awesome. He's a great Yu-Gi-Oh card, I think. Okay.
Oh, I hit you. That's not
Yeah,
what I
that
meant to
doesn't
do.
count though.
Double reverse fire.
That's my that's what they call me.
Oh.
It's my nickname.
It's a weird nickname. It's a lot longer than your normal name.
Well, double reverse fire sounds cooler though. So
So
Alright.
is that the Atari game is Return Fire.
Well, look. I didn't write. I didn't come up with my own nickname. I'll tell you that.
I'm glad that you didn't, because if you would come up with your own nickname, I would be like, that's a terrible choice.
No, I think it's a very cool choice. Actually.
Oh, but you didn't come up with it.
I didn't come up with it, but it was given to me because of how cool
You
the
are.
name is and how cool I am, and it kind of works with that alongside it. But my main point too, Travis Pastrami. He gets free bread everywhere he goes.
What kind of bread do you think he's getting? What do you think he's going for? Do you think he gets to choose, or does he get the free bread?
He gets the free bread, but I think he does get to choose in some places. It depends. Mom and pop stores, I don't know. But
You think there's a corporate Walmart policy about the free bread?
yeah, I think they're more lenient with the free
Say
bread.
Travis Pastrana comes in, no matter where you are, any Walmart in the nation,
That's right.
he's getting the bread.
Travis Pastrami comes in, this is what he gets, okay? And he gets those pistolets, those little pistolets, right? You know the ones I'm talking about?
No.
Pistolets.
Pistolet.
Yeah, a little pistolet. You know,
I seriously have no idea.
He knows what I'm saying.
Hey, not a bit? Don't know what you're saying.
He knows what I'm saying. And they're the little, like...
Pistolet sounds like a female version of the Sex Pistols.
That is what it is.
Okay.
That's what he gets when he goes to
Oh,
Walmart.
thank God.
He gets a CD.
It's a free... Travis Pastrana's got their entire discography
He's
3
slowly
times
building
over.
it up. Well, they just have so many records.
I like the idea that he doesn't even want them anymore, but it's a requirement.
No,
No,
he's
sir, you
got-
can't check out until you get your free
Sorry,
CD.
sir, but Mr. Pastrano, he gets those pistolets like I'm saying.
This game is never gonna end because I don't know where you are. I know you keep firing at me, but I don't know where you are.
They're like little small, like kind of French bread things, but they're tiny. They're like I'd say they're like this big,
Oh, okay.
and they look like a potato.
There you are, you
kinda.
son of a bitch. Oh, God! Fuck you.
They kind of look like a potato. They're supposed to be kind of moist.
I keep doing fucking inward heel flips. I want to...
They're awesome, and they're Travis Pastrani's favorite bread, actually.
This is bullshit.
If anyone else thinks, I don't know if any of you guys in the chat have seen Travis Pastrana just around getting bread. If you have, I'd love for you to say what kind of bread you've seen him
He's
get.
making that bread at the very least.
He's at least making it. But then if he's making it, why would he be buying this other
Let me
bread?
ask you a question. Let's
Yeah.
talk about other famous Travises and what they get for free.
Okay.
Travis Barker. What do you think he gets for free at the store?
He definitely gets. I don't know. I feel like he gets celery, but he's not. I don't think he's happy about it.
Stay still. Oh no! I went over you. Now you're stunting on me. You fucking did a finger flip and then hit me.
Well, I had to fucking brag. Sometimes I like to brag.
I'm just saying this would be closer if I was just allowed to hit you. There we go. I finally got you.
Well, eye for an eye. No.
Well, then let me get 6 more eyes on you, buddy.
Hey, look, I said eye for an eye on that one, alright? I'm not looking to give you a million eyes. Well, look, there you go. There's a second eye. Now you can see. Did you know that the Amazing Grace, that was literal?
Yeah.
When she said she once was blind and now she could see? Or whoever wrote that. I don't know who wrote that.
Yeah.
But, that's
I think Travis Barker wrote that.
Travis Barker definitely played drums on it. I used to have Travis Barker drumsticks.
Really?
Yeah, they were metal.
Oh my god, that'd be so painful.
No, metal drumsticks are the wave of the future. Actually, they aren't because they marketed it as the wave of the future and then it kind of never took off. But I think that it should have because I had those metal drumsticks for like 10 years.
I like the idea, frankly, that Travis Barker is the one pitching the way of the future.
Well, no, they had different ones. So, wait, Travis Barker. What, is he in a famous band or is he just a famous drummer?
Blink-182.
Blink-182, that's right. So he had... Actually, I don't know if I had his, but they were multiple metal drumstick... who's the guy from Slipknot? Do you know who that is?
Oh, I don't, but Grant could tell you.
I think I had his. And I didn't even listen to Slipknot, but I just figured, he would know the most about metal drumsticks. More than Travis Barker, probably.
Sure.
Or maybe I just had Travis Barker, like, wooden drumsticks, perhaps.
It's insane that this match is this close now, by the way.
I've just been thinking about drumsticks. I haven't even been trying to get you. I don't even know where you are. This map is pretty small. Now that you've pointed it out, I realize how little I would
I feel like I thought this would be way crazier.
Hotter than hell, because it's called that? Yeah.
I thought it would be like hell. Like, I would be in hell. But really, it's just a Kiss concert.
Yeah, which I like that aspect of it.
Come on.
That was a really cool firefight we just had. But metal drumsticks I actually think are awesome.
Do you really?
Yeah. Because they last forever. And they're just as good.
But would they not hurt your fucking hands? Because I feel like wood drumsticks hurt my hands already. And then, like... I mean, I guess, like, you get used to it, but...
Well, I was in, like, the drum program and stuff. I was playing drums every day. So I guess I just was used to it. I had blood blisters on my hand, like, all the time. I don't know if it was any worse because of the metal drumsticks, but it very well could have been. There was a period of time where I was wearing...
Ah!
Oh, I won?
Yeah, awesome. You got me. It's a razor, turn the corner.
There was a period of time where I had to play drums with gloves on because I had so many blood blisters, but I don't know if that was because of the metal drumsticks. Either way, I'm just saying, I'm not trying to defend metal drumsticks, I'm just saying go buy them.
Okay.
Because they're better than any other kind of
drumstick. Go to a different map.
Yeah, let's go to a different map.
What's weird is, like, when I was playing drums, like, I had a drum set, I never got blisters nearly as much as when the first Rock Band came out. I played that game probably like 5 hours a day, and my hands were like raw.
I just couldn't play the drums on Rock Band. I could never do it.
Why?
I was bad at it.
Really?
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
Weird.
I try. I mean, I probably gave up like too quickly. But what should we do? Should we do combo mambo?
Ooh, I like combo mambo. That's a good.
All right, we're gonna do combo mambo. I feel like I'm not good at that.
What?
But, yeah, look, metal drumsticks. I recommend them. I recommend Travis Barker as a man.
I don't know if I would go that far.
I don't know who he is. I don't know anything about him as a person, but I know that his drumsticks were pretty good. I had Trey Cool drumsticks too.
Can I just say, and I bring this up every time I talk about Travis Barker, which is more than I would think, given I don't really give a shit about Blink.
Yes. Sounds like you do, but...
No, here's why.
Okay.
I am eternally frustrated that he gave up being in the Aquabats to be in Blink-182.
That is kind of sad. I forgot about that. I haven't thought about Blink-182 in a long time.
Me neither.
So you were into Blink-182 at the time?
I guess I was. I feel like they were in the same orbit, but they were never the band I was into.
Did you feel like there was a thing where you kind of had to pick one? Where you had to be like in the Blink-182 or My Chemical Romance or Green Day?
No, I feel like those bands are all...
They're honestly, all different.
They're all almost of different generations. Like,
well,
I mean,
you're right.
Blink came out like 7 years after Green Day, and then My Chemical Romance was even after that.
But that's true. But Green Day was still kind of in their heyday.
Yeah,
Blink
I mean,
I don't. So I think it's still, because I mean, Green Day was around longer, but they were still doing.
I would say more
American Idiot and stuff.
The time period I would say would be more like, yeah, it was more like My Chemical Romance, like Fall Out Boy. It was like that generation was.
But I feel like there were a lot of people comparing My Chemical Romance to Green Day.
That I never heard.
Might have just been the people I knew. All right, you fucking guy over here.
Come on.
I hope you fucking crash.
I didn't do that well, but
that's pretty cool.
Oh, my bad.
Do we want to do? Which one do you want to do?
I want to play a game of horse.
Okay. Time limit like 30 seconds.
Jesus, this is a long time for a horse.
Should you pick a word?
Let's spell out Travis Barker.
The
longest game of horse. Let's do a short word.
How about poontang? That's pretty long. How about
whack?
Whack.
Yeah.
Like with a W?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I do like
Is there an H in there?
Huh? I asked if you wanted an H.
You said with a W.
Did I?
Yeah.
Did I say a W or H? Someone rewind and
I'll rewind and show you. We're at 32 minutes in. After that, you literally went whack, like with a W, and I thought you were doing a bit, so I was like, yeah.
Can somebody rewind and tell me if I said W? I don't buy it. Can I put this many exclamation points?
Yeah, that's fine. Swear to God, you said whack like with a W.
Okay, I guess I believe you. That's crazy that I said that. But I still need further confirmation.
Okay.
So what
you heard with an H, you're just a liar. I'll pull it up. 32 minutes in, I'll pull it up after the stream.
So please go check and refresh.
Yes, refresh this live stream.
All right, you said W. All right, I'll take it.
You said W. All right.
Oh, so it's just a score thing? I thought we had to do the same tricks. Okay, I see.
No. Yeah. It's like a combo, I think.
So it's not like a skate horse, then. Like in the game Skate, that is.
Oh, no. I never play Skate. So I actually don't know.
And in Skate,
you have to do a specific
You have to do the same tricks.
That's probably more
way
traditional,
harder.
actually.
It's also way harder.
Like when you play Skate in real life, that's what you actually have to do. Is you have to do the specific trick the other person says.
Yes. But that makes more sense because in real life, it wouldn't be this fucking nuts. You couldn't just spam. Oh my god, I gotta beat that. All right. Let me do a classic Rodneyism right here. Oh no, I can't do it.
Classic
I don't think I
Rodneyism.
can do it. Oh, fuck.
Oh, you would have gotten it, though.
I would have gotten close.
Can't rewind on mobile? That's tough.
I definitely said H.
We have confirmation from the chat that you did not say H.
Who said that?
Izzy. Izzy said you said W.
Izzy, I don't know you. but
Izzy, I know
clearly lying.
that you are. Look, I do know you, and I don't know Neck Scratcher.
Would you say that Izzy's honorable?
I would say more honorable than anybody else I know, and a lot more honorable than the people I don't know.
Okay. Well, I'll take it then.
Because I don't know Neck Scratcher's identity.
Well, I consider Neck Scratcher to be like 5% honorable.
5% honor, 20% skill.
That's right.
I think about that song way too much.
This song?
No, the Fort Minor song.
Oh. I thought you were talking about this.
No.
Fucking pop punk song's on right now. I was like, why are you thinking about this song? I'm getting crushed.
Did I ever show you? I know I've talked to Grant about the Kanye tweet where he says
I like pictures and videos.
No, but I like that too. But
oh my god,
that was crazy.
That was awesome.
Where he says the Tony Hawk Pro Skater soundtrack did more for music than the Beatles.
He's right.
I agree. I told
Did
Grant.
he actually say that?
I think maybe it's Photoshop.
That seems like a Photoshop.
But I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised, but I would be kind of surprised. That's kind of a weird thing for Kanye specifically to say, I feel like.
Yo, Toast, I am an affiliate now. I can take all 12 of your bits. I'm sorry Grant's not here to see it, but frankly, that guy sucks. Thank you so much, Toast. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the bits and for the Poggers emojis. I got asked this morning via text what Poggers meant, which is the 5th time somebody has asked me that.
Did you have Pogs back in the day?
I did, but I was so... I'm saluting you. Thank you, Toast.
I heard something about the Pogger thing recently because I didn't know what it was. Is it that guy's face?
So that's Poggers. That dude's face is like the Pog emote, but it's also like when somebody says like, "Well, that was Poggers," they mean like, "Holy shit, that was awesome." Like,
okay, I see.
Well,
I will never understand internet culture.
But I get asked that as if, like, I'm really hip and trendy. They're like, yo, you know what Poggers is, right? And I'm like, I guess in your circle, I'd be the person most likely to know. But I really feel like that's even the generation underneath me, so. Asai asked me what PogChamp means, and I panicked. I mean, well, that's different. He's your husband. Or, I guess... Yeah, like, that's different. He gets to ask you that, because, I mean, like,
fuck,
you're the most immediate person, right?
I'm getting crushed.
I'm getting monkey emotes, and frankly, I love that. We need to say, I guess I should make some emotes. What do you think? I think we should make a Windledorf emote.
I would love that.
I want that,
Would it be like me singing? And
I want it to be the blonde face when you're looking off to the side.
Which one? When I'm looking off to the side? Just like at any point in that video?
It's, I think, the thumbnail of the video. I have to pull it up.
Nah, fuck it. I can't do that. I'm not good at combo stuff. So is this the last episode of the podcast? Is that confirmed? Is that legit?
At the very least for the year. Me and Grant are trying to figure out what our next year plan is.
Okay.
Senpai. Oh, you didn't miss the eye, but that's okay. I will notice you, Toast. Thank you so much. You're the man who got us to affiliate.
Yeah, you. I love you, Toast.
You are the Toast. He was telling us long before we were affiliate that when we became affiliate, they get us bits. Mm-hmm. And we applied for our spot in the bid exchange. We got our abbreviations on the market.
Danny,
because of Toast.
I apologize. I'm gonna have to ask what bits mean in this case.
It's.
I have no fucking idea what you're talking about.
Asai right called me a Zoomer, and I almost cried. I feel like you're not a Zoomer though. Both of you guys are older than me, and I'm not a Zoomer. Bits are the Jeff Bezos new currency for Twitch. But 1 bit is equivalent to 1 cent.
Okay, that's cool. You're gonna get fucking paid, is what it sounds like. I can't believe how bad of a shutout this is. This is like I just want a W at least. This is the most insane shutout of horse I've ever had, probably.
I'm getting told I mispronounced Bezos' name and it's Bezosa, but I frankly
that's right,
don't
that's right.
believe that.
That is right.
Bezosa.
Bezosa. See, it sounded like that sound was for me.
I wanna say it like I'm an old man from New York. Like, Jeff Bezos.
That sounded like Borat.
I think you got me. You got me. I got the W that is part of whack. I guess I was trying to do like a like an old Yiddish man, but I really
like
fucked up immediately. Yeah, same thing.
Hey, do that old Yiddish man saying "my wife."
My wife. But I feel like now I can't
say very nice.
Been an ass. I feel like I can't say my wife no matter what. It will come out as a Borat accent, even if.
How
What
did
the
you only
fuck?
get 1,000?
What? Okay.
What in the world?
I
was
feel
weird.
like if I'm speaking in my normal accent and I try to say my wife, I will end up doing a Borat accent anyway.
Well, that's the beauty of it. Hey!
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 What?
Redney Mullen. That's who should have been in Borat. Rodney Mullen.
You think Rodney Mullen, they should have done that to him instead of Rudy Giuliani?
That wasn't the part I was talking about, but I mean, hey, if the shoe fits.
Oh my god, okay. I think you fucking won. I don't think it was necessary to go on that long.
Join the Geekspace Discord if you want to hear me do more really bad accents.
Hey guys, if you want to hear him do Borat, if you want to see a shot-by-shot recreation of Borat, please, get us some bits or whatever.
Yeah, how fucking great would that be if somebody did a shot-by-shot recreation of Borat, but it wasn't, like, in public? Like,
No, it would have
they
to be their
staged it all?
Well, they couldn't stage it and have it be a shot-by-shot, could they?
But this thing is, no, you would, like, if somebody, like, did the crowd scenes, but instead of doing them with actual crowds, they staged it.
Yeah. That would be awesome.
That'd be fucking terrible.
No, I think that'd be really
Everybody's in on it.
Hell no. Hey, look, you underestimate. I could fuck that up. All right.
No, you got it. You got it.
We should do a shot-for-shot recreation of something, though. Oh my
I did
god.
the fucking same thing. What would you want to do a shot-for-shot recreation of?
I discussed doing that with Spider-Man with Grant. We were talking about that.
I thought you were going to do the dub, though. I thought that was the plan.
Oh, yeah, we were. But I did want to also do a shot-by-shot. Maybe
Did
I
you two different projects?
Yeah, I think I had two separate things going. Did Grant tell you at all about our multi-million-dollar idea about
Which one?
brand culture film?
No. How do you got me again? A brand culture film. I don't know what that means.
So it's a film. Let's see if you can top that. It's a film
It might fuck it up. Who knows?
about all the different brand mascots coming together to take down the little guy. And it would be
so that's awesome.
It would be the main crew would be Chester the cheetah. He's like kind of the like leader. And then Mr. Clean is like the heavy.
Is this just food fight?
It's like Food Fight, but we're it's better. We have so many more ideas.
But here's a question. So they're taking down the little guy. Are they the good guys for that?
They're anti-heroes. But here's what would happen. Here's what would happen. They would be like the good bad guys, basically, where we're rooting for them, but we know that they're the bad guy. But then by the end of the movie, it's shown who the like ringleader is. I don't know if I should spoil that, but then they all team up against the ringleader, who is another mascot, maybe the most classic mascot of all. My point is, I forgot where I was going with that, but there's Chester Cheetah's the leader. Geico Gecko would be like the brains. Then we have the Heavy, who's Mr. Clean, as I've said. We got Flo from Progressive. She does gadgets.
Ooh.
And then Aflac Duck is the wild card. You don't know what he's gonna do.
Is this is this live action or is this animated?
This would be live action.
I didn't intend to do that, but
This would be like a Scooby-Doo thing where it's live action with just CG animated characters, like, running around. So it would be like Flo from Progressive would just be a real person. But then everyone else in the crew would just be
it's like Cool World.
A CG animated character. In fact, almost everybody would be a CG animated character other than her and the Aflac duck, who's just a real duck.
Stu's in chat says
yes, Vin Diesel is going to be Mr.
But
Clean.
it is CG. He's voicing CG.
He's voicing no. Well, I don't know. There are two schools of thought on this because me and Grant kind of.
I'm gonna go base this turkey real quick.
Okay.
Want to play some more motocross?
Yeah, I will.
Next Scratcher
anyway.
brings up a good point. Somebody else will steal this idea from this stream. One of our million viewers.
That's so true. That's fine. But anyway, at some point, the Kool-Aid Man would come in to break the fourth wall every now and then.
That's a good idea. Literally bust through the screen.
Exactly. All right, guys. You stuck with me. Oh, Stuart's here. Oh, it's Stuart. That's Stuart who said that about Vin Diesel. Hey, Stuart. How you doing? Everybody likes Scooby-Doo. I agree. Everybody loves Scooby. Listen, Scooby-Doo live-action movie is a cinematic masterpiece. I'm tired of hiding that opinion. Look, you don't have to hide it. I think in the year of our Lord 2020, people are they're into Scooby-Doo now. I mean, Matthew Lillard is at his peak in that movie. We got Matthew Lillard, we got Sarah Michelle Gellar, we got Linda Cardellini, we got Freddie Prinze Jr. I mean, what more could you ask for? Rowan Atkinson's in that. It's just kind of a classic. It's one of the greats. So I'm playing a demo that comes with this game. I've lost at this game earlier, so I came in last place. So I'm hoping for something better this time. Hello, Stuart. I'm good. How are you? I'm over here playing Mototrack's demo that comes with this game, and I'm feeling pretty good about this. Oh fuck! I got penalized. All right. Jesus. All right. See, so I'm already in fucking 5th place. I'm already in last. See, look at the air these guys are getting. This is an impossible air. Fuck this goddamn game. Why am I so fucking bad at Mototracks? Look, it's a game that they let you play one level of. If you buy Tony Hawk's Underground back in the year of our Lord 1990 whatever, or actually it's probably early 2000s. When I bought the game, I had that Mototracks demo. I think I played it once, and now I'm playing it again. And I'll tell you what, it's really fun. I'm in fucking last place. I can't play this goddamn game. I'm getting crushed by everybody. If you look at the little map in the bottom corner, you can see how badly I'm losing by. It's a lot. Yeah, but you know what? I'm not much of a gamer. I'm more of a independent thinker. I'm really smart. Fuck. A genius, obviously, because I just bikes. It's not my bag. Buy the game, Mototracks. Yeah, guys, please buy the game. Please buy Mototracks. I can't hear what's being said. Whoever doesn't agree with Scooby is being best is wrong. I'm cold, wrong, and hungry. That shouldn't have counted. This is Motocross. I thought it was Tony Hawk. Buy the game, etc. Yeah, look, this is Tony Hawk. He is in this outfit. And this actually is Travis Pastrami. As we were talking about earlier, Travis Pastrami, he can go in any place, any Walmart, any grocery store, and he gets free bread. All right, and that's what I'm talking about, and that's what I'm here to promote, that free bread.
So you're here to promote that he's doing this?
I'm promoting that he gets free bread. Obviously, I'm doing very well. What are they saying right now?
Nothing else. Me at cycling is greater than you at cycling. Stuart.
That's probably true. I'm actually in last place.
My
once
friend
again.
in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, loves Rat Barf, Stuart.
Oh, Stuart said that?
Yeah.
That's cool. Tell your friend in Lancaster that I appreciate that.
Hey, tell your friend in Lancaster it's a shitty part of Pennsylvania. I said it.
Yeah, actually, can you insult your friend for saying that about my album?
Yeah. Tell your friend that only shitheads like my album.
Yeah, can you tell your friend that I said fuck off?
He goes to school in Philly. Where does he go? Drexel? I'm trying to dox your friend covertly.
Yeah, if you go to Drexel.
If you go to Drexel, what's the name of his professors?
What kind of grades does your friend get?
What's he doing? Is he on Dean's List? Yeah, I guessed it. Yeah. I knew. There's only 2 schools in Philly.
No one who's listening to Rat Barf is on the Dean's List. I'll tell you that right now.
I was on the Dean's List.
Well, that was back in
Although
the
I guess had Rat Barf come out now, I wouldn't be on.
Exactly,
You know what I'm saying?
that's what I'm saying.
He is failing at Drexel. Is transferring to Temple, the only other school in Philly.
Well, that kind of does dox him then, doesn't it?
Oh wow! So we really nailed it. That's probably. But see, that could still be one of 80 people.
Stuart, can you say his middle name?
Can you tell me what?
I'm gonna guess it's Joseph.
Can you tell me what his graduation year? Although I guess if he's failing out, he doesn't know that either.
Oh, I just figured out how to get hops. Oh, that's how you go fast.
What?
You gotta hold this button down. That would have been awesome to know.
I think he's 2023 graduation year.
Okay, cool.
Hops. So his name's Hops.
His middle name's Hops.
Beer on your bike.
Beer on my bike.
I don't know.
That sounds like a Benny Grunch.
I have a
and the
beer
Bunch
inside
song.
my turkey right now.
That's awesome.
It's pretty cool.
Oh, fuck!
You keep fucking that one up, dude.
Well, that one's hard. I'm trying to get some speed.
Oh, I just realized we're totally getting copyright strike for this, which is awesome.
Awesome, dude.
Jeff
Awesome.
Bezos is gonna take that 45 cents we made right back from us and send it to the artists.
God damn it! I hate it when the money goes to the artists.
You heard it? Well, actually, you and I have not talked about this.
Okay.
All fucking Tim Ferry. Nobody knows that guy is. Travis Pastrana should be the winner.
Well, if it was being played by someone else, he probably would have won.
Travis Pastrana's good at this game.
He probably is awesome at this game.
There's a small group of developers, like video game developers, who think that streamers shouldn't be allowed to make money from streams, that all the money should go to the people who made the games, because you're really not doing anything.
Yeah, I totally agree. Do you want to throw in a different one? Different game?
Yeah, sure.
Want to do 2?
Yeah, let's do. Yeah. You know what? Let's play New Orleans in 2.
Yes, let's play New Orleans.
That is the worst representation of New Orleans in any video game, I think. Which is kind of crazy to say.
I can't think of that many other ones, but I know that there are others, but I haven't played them. Like Mafia 3, I haven't
Voodoo
played.
Man.
That's true.
I forgot about Mafia 3. I was just playing that.
Or Mafia 2.
No,
Wait,
it's
no,
3.
it's Mafia 3. Mafia 3.
I was just playing that last month, and I was like, it's
I
one
never
of those
got to
games
play
where
it.
I will go back to it like once every other month, and I'll
like
play it
Mafia
for
2.
a day, and I'll go, that's enough.
Yeah. I like Mafia 2.
Mafia 3 has hills in New Orleans. Well, I mean, to be fair, in Mafia 3, it's not even New Orleans. It's New Bordeaux. It's fake.
Well, yeah, but it's just like, it's basically
It is
New
clearly
York
supposed to be
in the second one.
Yeah, it's supposed to be New Orleans.
Which is Empire City or whatever it is. I think that's what it is.
You're probably right.
Yeah.
Question for you that maybe would make sense.
Yeah.
Maybe you'd know, because I feel like you know a lot more about movies than me.
Okay.
When they do stuff like that, like they're like, oh, it's not New York. It's like, yeah, like Supreme City. Where everybody wears Supreme.
Okay.
Or like they're like, it's not Facebook in the movie. It's like, yeah, like Facelift or something.
Right.
Are they
well, I just
afraid
want to
of-
let you know in Leprechaun Returns, someone Googles something on a website that says Moogly. I thought you'd like.
Oh, I love this menu, by the way.
Yeah,
This is one of my
it's awesome.
favorite game menus of all time. But are they doing that to stop from being sued, or are they just doing that to
Not
differentiate it from reality?
Probably to stop from being sued, or from it's probably a cease and desist thing, or it could also be just to not like give an ad to a company.
Yeah, okay, that I understand. Where they're like, if you want your name in here, you should pay for it.
Yeah, exactly.
I like this run is so high. Oh, here we go. I was just curious because I understand like Facebook, where it's like you could potentially get like legal trouble for that.
Yeah.
But when people make up fake names for cities, like I don't think Rudy Giuliani as the mayor of New York's gonna sue you.
Well, you never know.
I mean, I guess he might now, but back in the day.
What kind of game do you want to do?
Let's do graffiti.
Okay.
I think graffiti is always a good
kick
start.
my ass again 10 minutes.
I would like that. If you really want to go for 10 minutes.
I love playing as Wee Man. He's awesome. Wee Man, if you're watching this, please give us a shout out. We'd love to have you on.
Oh, man. We'd love to have you on the podcast.
I would love for you to stream with Wee Man one day.
I'd love for you to stream with Wee Man. I feel like you would be a way better...
I don't know. I think you would get a lot out of him.
Oh, I think... What the fuck was that?
Yoo-hoo!
My guy, like, did a... Yeah, like, I don't know. It was weird.
Fuck.
You're getting my ass. I can't actually land anything with this guy because I can't.
I'm having trouble landing stuff.
A third of my screen is blocked. I can't see what I'm about to trick on.
You're the one who picked that guy. I never picked that guy for that reason.
Holy shit! A shark comes out.
Plus, Wee Man's got a cool outfit. Were you into Jackass as a young man?
Not as a young man. I got into Jackass maybe when I was in college. So like well after it had finished.
Cool.
But I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's awesome. I'm Johnny Knoxville, and you're watching Geek Space.
That would be... I would literally kill for that.
You could probably get something like that on Cameo.
I was thinking about that. You think he's on Cameo?
No. I'm pretty sure he's not because I've scoured through cameos to see who's on what, and I have not seen him. But I have seen Bam. Bam is on Cameo.
Is he?
Yeah, and it's sad.
Okay, but I might get a Bam cameo. How much do you think he is?
They're expensive, and they're like 10 seconds long.
I'm just saying, if there's a Geek Space advertising budget.
If there's a Geek Space advertising budget, you should go ahead and get... I feel like
get a Bam promo.
I feel like you could do better, but look, I don't know.
Here's the question. He's filming right now. They're filming the new Jackass.
That's what they say, yeah.
Well, I know that they are because they... I mean, this is back in March that they went to the hospital because they fucked up a stunt.
Right. I know, but it's so unbelievable that Bam is back.
Do you think...
In a Jackass
I would
movie,
agree.
right?
But here's the thing. Do you think that if I said, hey, I know he's filming right now, and I was like, hey, Bam, I'll pay you double, and if you're with Knox right now, can I just get you both to do it? And have Knoxville also be on it? Because then it would be worth it.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I mean, but...
Like, if I know they're
I
together...
don't think it's likely that would happen. But, hey, look, I don't want to crush your dreams. I think you can... That's an admirable life goal, I think. I think you can pull that off.
An admirable life goal to pay for Bam to do something on Cameo.
Well, what are you going to pay for Phil? That'd be awesome, actually.
I would pay for Phil. I might pay for Phil before I pay for Bam.
I would actually rather that. Because I feel like Phil would be more honorable with what... I don't know. I feel like Bam just...
Are you telling me Bam's dishonorable?
Yes, I think Bam is very dishonorable when it comes to his cameos. He does, like, 2-second cameos. They're not worth it.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
What was your favorite Jackass media that wasn't Jackass?
You mean, like, Nitro Circus, Viva La Bam?
Wild Boys.
I liked Wild Boys.
I think Wild Boys might be my favorite, too.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, I just like Chris Pontius, too.
He's so underrated.
He's really, like, the best one. He's the funniest one. He's, like, most naturally funny one. I think. Like, they're all funny because they're doing what they're doing. But Chris Pontius is just, like, actually funny.
Yeah.
So I do like Wild Boys.
I think,
Viva La Bam's pretty good, too.
I think Viva La Bam's just, like...
I mean...
To me, it's, like, honestly more funny now because it's just so obnoxious.
Yeah.
Where it's not like Bam's behavior in that show is so unlikable.
Exactly. Exactly. That it's funny that he was ever considered likable by anyone. And I liked Bam Margera. I still do.
I still do
he's
too.
Very unlikable.
But in that show, he's not even being funny. He's just like an asshole.
He's just being a fucking dick. Have you ever seen Haggard?
Yeah, actually, I don't. Or I should say, it was one of those things where it was on at a party, and it was sort of on the background. I didn't pay super close attention to it, so I feel like I can't give a strong recommendation or derision of it.
Well, Haggard, man, guys, can we get some love for Haggard in the chat? Guys, Haggard.
That was one of those movies I was expecting to find at the Dollar Tree.
I was hoping that would be awesome. I'd love to rewatch that movie.
Do you have it?
No, it's been.
Do you think Grant has it?
No. I don't think Grant likes Jackass or any of that stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
That's... actually, that tracks.
I mean,
he would be like, this is so stupid.
Yeah, I mean, do you think he Have you ever talked to him about it?
I think I say if I ever talked to him.
Have you ever spoken about Jackass with the man? Who called me?
It's Grant.
No, John called me. I'm not fucking picking that up.
Chris Pine, of course. Oh, well, I wish Chris Pine was in Jackass. That would be crazy. Can I change characters? This is really fucking killing me. Murphy Haggerty. I don't know who Murphy Haggerty is.
Who would you say is the... You mean Merle Haggard?
I don't... He says Murphy Haggerty.
I don't know who that is.
Is that your friend that goes to Drexel?
It sounds like it. You should play as the Jester.
I think I'm just gonna play as a normal character. These characters are so fucking obnoxious.
Look at his fucking stats.
Who's the last guy? Is he Soldier? Oh, Shrek's in this game.
Yeah, Shrek's in there.
I totally forgot.
Yeah, you can play Shrek. You should. You can play.
Oh, I totally know Murphy. I do.
You can play as Phil.
Wait, go on. Oh, I'm playing Nigel Beaverhausen.
An alien geeky kid, space monkey.
I didn't realize that was Murphy's last name. I'm sorry. I don't mean to dox you, Murphy. I didn't realize that was. I thought that was going to be a celebrity.
Wait, hold on. Let me look at those stats.
He's got good stats for graffiti, actually.
I'll take it. Just to support my man, Jason Acuna.
Like, they don't even give stats for them.
You want to go back to New Orleans?
We can do a different one.
Do you remember the Pro Skater one?
No.
I don't know if you can do the whole thing in this or what. Pro Skater's the one where they're like the 3 different levels. But I don't know if you can like get to the next level like with another person. We should try it on. We should just free skate for a second and see if we can do that.
I remember that there was classic mode.
Wait. Oh, we're already in hell.
Oh! This is what I thought we were playing when Hotter Than Hell I thought was this.
Yeah, no, it's not. You don't like this level?
I didn't love it.
This level's awesome. There's like... Because it starts with the whole, like, Mayan thing, and then... Oh, no. It starts with the spaceship thing. You're on the alien spaceship.
Yes!
And then you go to the Mayan...
See, I feel like I just don't like this hell section because gravity is so weird.
I didn't even realize gravity was so weird. I don't think it is. I think it's just that there's this thing right here in the middle that is like one of those air things.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, the rest of it's not like that.
Okay, interesting.
I wonder if you can dance with the devil in this version. Like with... Did you have a fate? Oh no, the devil's not in here. That's sad.
I remember that. I remember the devil.
Yeah. This part's not great on its own, but I think it's a good level.
Yeah, because this one's just weird vert ramps.
We should change.
Yeah.
What about the triangle?
Yeah, I like the Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah, let's go there. Did you have a favorite Jackass member?
I think Jeff Tremaine.
Jeff Tremaine. That's interesting.
I think because I knew him from Big Brother.
Okay, that's interesting. I definitely did. That's interesting.
This is one of my favorite levels in like all of Tony Hawk.
I would agree. This is a great level. I don't know where this fucking thing is. You seem to be right by it.
Whoa, what are we playing?
Huh?
What game mode are we playing?
Nothing.
King of the Hill. I thought we were. I thought we were just doing free skate. I wasn't even paying attention to the fucking.
I mean, we can.
Fuck. Get back here, wee man. I'm trying to think of like actually that was like on the show.
I was just talking about it in the movies. I didn't watch that much of the show.
I feel like I didn't watch that much of the show either, but I think now because I only watched the first movie. Oh fuck! How did I miss you? Yeah,
I ran into it.
That's fair.
What were you saying?
Oh, I would say I only watched the first movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't watch.
Oh, the first one's like the worst movie, in my opinion.
I didn't watch. I've watched clips of some of the other movies.
You're in for a treat, though.
But I watched the movie when I was like younger, and then my parents were like, "Don't watch that stuff," and I was like, "All right." Yeah. And as like when I was in college, I went back and I watched the show.
The show's good. I've seen a good bit of the show, but I didn't watch that much of it because I know the movies a lot more because I watched those like a million times. No, but if you haven't seen the second or third one, I mean, I'm telling you, you're in for a real treat. Those are the best ones, I think. I think the second one's the best one. But the third one, it's close up behind it.
Yeah, I just remember. I don't remember why I was in.
Also, I just would. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I would love to get a plug for Jackass 3.5 right now because I feel like it's underrated. It's the only .5 worth watching, I think.
Okay.
It's basically like a documentary.
Yeah, where they talk about all the stuff they didn't do.
Well, no,
that
because
wasn't on
usually it's just for the other .5s. It's just stuff that didn't make it into the movie. In 3.5, it is that, but also like a documentary on the making of how fucking annoying it is to make a Jackass movie.
Okay.
So I like that one a lot. And also, that one's better for people who maybe don't like the poop and like gross out stuff of Jackass because they don't really do that much of that in 3.5. I feel like that's probably the like cleanest Jackass movie. So it's a good one to just throw on without any gross out stuff. You were so close.
I know. Now you're gonna take it all from me.
No, I doubt it. I'm not good at keeping it. Oh fuck.
I can't even.
Oh fuck. There's so many like little things about this map that's cool.
Was it you I was talking to about how Jackass is like primal humor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we were talking about that. If not, I agree.
I think we were.
Oh my god, I've fallen so many times. Yeah, it's just like always gonna be kind of funny.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
Oh my fucking god.
Mark.
I was about to say, if you don't get me, that would be sad, because I fucked that up so badly. I fell like 3 times in a row. Well, at least it was a closer game.
But yeah, I love that, because like I feel like as a kid too, I was like, I don't know if you had this, I had a phase where I was like, I'm mature and I like mature comedy. And then
yeah,
like,
I had that phase in, not with comedy exclusively, but with just film in general. Like probably early college or late high school.
Really?
Where I was like, I watch film.
Okay.
I didn't say stuff like that, but I was like, I don't want to watch.
I don't watch movies. I want to watch cinema.
I don't want to watch dumb shit. I want to watch like art house and like intelligent movies and stuff.
See, for me, that
also carried to comedy and stuff.
Yeah. For me, that period was way earlier. It was like maybe from the ages of like 10 to 14. Like,
it wasn't like that for me, but I think it was high school. I think I was out of that by college.
I think because I was because I had like such older brothers and siblings, so like I didn't watch a lot of cartoons. Like with my family, we were always watching like stuff that was not like by any means like intelligent comedy, but was like more mature.
Yeah.
Like I remember thinking like everybody in my school was like watching like Ed, Edd and Eddy, and I was like, I watch mature things like The Office. Which is a crazy thing to say.
Well, that's what people would say back in the day,
right?
When The Office was still in its heyday, I guess.
Yeah, but so like I watched the first Jackass movie when I was probably like in that era. I was like 12 or something, and then it was the same thing. I was like, this is dumb, and I don't like it because there's no thought behind it. And then when I watched the show in college, I was like, what was I talking about? This is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it just is. It's like one of those sad truths that it really is just funny and there's nothing else to it.
Well, I mean, it's really just like...
It's not a sad truth, it's just like...
It's just Three Stooges without the plot. Like, if you just like seeing dudes get hit.
Yeah, that's basically it. And it's also... There is thought behind it. There's actually kind of too much thought behind some of the, like,
some of the constructions of it,
exactly, and I kind of love that, too. Just like some of the... What I really like was, I think it was in Jackass 2... where Bam is explaining that he'll have an idea for like something to do in Jackass, and he'll just like crudely draw it and fax it to the like office. And
that's awesome.
And there was one that was just a picture of Preston Lacey, if you remember who that is.
Yeah.
And him attached to Wee Man with a bungee jump, and they both like jump off a cliff, like they jump into the river.
That's fucking.
But it's just like an awful depiction of it. But then, of course, they have to make it so. Then there's one where Bam has to sit at the top of one of those like hammer things, like at carnivals, and when someone hits it hard enough, a dildo goes all the way up into his ass.
Well, I just remember like, because like those are really like kind of complex, but I just remember the ones that I thought were like the funniest were the ones where this is not
this is not gonna work out.
Well,
Just
no,
the dumb
it was
thing.
like the ones where there's clearly no like the one that I still think to this day is the funniest one is Ryan getting branded on his ass.
Yeah, that's classic.
Because there's
It's funny, but that is one of those ones where it's like,
that's one of those ones where when I was a kid I would have been like, this is so dumb, but now I'm like,
wait. Ryan didn't get branded. Ryan branded Bam. Right?
Or that's sorry, yeah.
Because he goes and shows his parents.
Yes, you're right. That was Bam. And then Ryan branded him. And because he kept fucking it up and didn't do it twice.
Yeah, and it looks like fucking awful after. I wonder if you can still see that.
I wonder too.
I feel like I looked into that at some point and couldn't find any proof. But
that's one where I would love to actually like. I think that's so funny because unlike the other ones like the giant hand and stuff, like this one took no construction.
I love the giant hand.
It wasn't giant hand is so funny because that one is one of those ones where it's like it's honestly such a simple gag, but they
so
spent
effective.
so much.
And they also,
constructing it.
I think Jackass is also good at if they're gonna do something that's easy that they can just keep redoing.
Yeah.
They're good at adding something small to it to make it funnier each time.
Yeah.
Like the first time they
With
just
the
like
flour.
Yeah, they just knock him over. Then the second time they have him bringing like bowls of soup.
Yeah.
And then the third time they have flour. And not only that, but Bam like literally goes completely sideways.
Yeah, and his glasses are on, and he's like clearly hungover.
Yeah. Well, Bam always looks hungover.
Well,
doing Jackass.
during that time, he was always
clearly
hungover.
was.
But no, I mean, I love those where it's like this is a simple gag that they put a lot of construction into. But I also love the ones where they did no construction at all, like the brand one, where I'm just like the humor just comes from who the fuck would subject themselves to this.
And it's also, I think they bring something different to the table because Bam's dumb enough to let himself get branded.
Yes.
But then there's like Steve-O who's gonna do the like shit
The
that.
gnarliest thing.
Yeah, exactly. Like putting a fucking hook through his mouth and jumping with sharks with no
God.
supervision, or putting what he put leeches in his eyeballs.
Oh, that one to me is that one. Some of Steve-O's
That one's just not funny. It's
hit
just like,
some of
it's
Steve-O's hit the
gross.
point where I just go, this is kind of too gross. But
kinda
like
awesome.
the stuff that like Prime Knoxville was the stuff he did before Jackass, like
Yeah.
Big Brother, where he like shot himself in the chest.
Yes.
Those are to me like the craziest ones where I'm like, I wish you would do more stuff like that.
But then I kind of like that Knoxville becomes just an Evil Knievel guy.
Yeah.
Like, because I like that, because Steve-O's doing the shit that's just too fucking, like, demented. But then Knoxville's, like, shooting himself into the river with a rocket and stuff like that. Like, that, I just like that they have that variation between who's doing
I
what.
do like that. I think Knoxville stuff works better in film because it's just so visual.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas, like, Steve-O's almost didn't fit, I feel like. At least in the first movie that I watched.
Yeah.
Because it was like, Knoxville would be doing something like, I'm in a cannon, and then Steve-O would be doing something like, yeah, I'm just going to shove leeches in my eyeballs.
Exactly.
And I'm like, this isn't
Well,
fun to watch.
those are both from the same movie, too. Those are
Yeah.
both from 2, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I mean, that's Steve-O.
Because I feel like I've definitely seen clips of 2 and 3, but I just never watched the whole movie. Because clearly I've seen Giant Hand.
Giant Hand's like
And
the
that's
first.
3.
I think that's the first one in 3. That's the opener.
That was the one that I remember.
It was in all the commercials too.
Yeah, I remember seeing that in the trailer and being like, that's crazy.
I got to see that in theater. That was the happiest moment of my life.
I remember, was it Jackass? Yeah, it was because it was in 3D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to see Chris Pontius' dick in 3D.
Oh, God, thank you.
And in slow-mo. They had like a slow-mo cam, and they had 3D technology, and they really used that to its fullest. There's a really great part where they're all just behind a airplane that's like taking off, and like the wind is hitting them really fast, and they're just like throwing shit at each other, and it's in slow-mo. You gotta love that. There's a lot of stuff like that.
That was like the one where like I guess I would have been probably like 14 when that movie came out.
Maybe.
13,
I
14?
saw it in theaters. I think I was 14 or 15.
Yeah. And that was the one where like I was still in that era of like, this is too dumb for me. And I kind of am bummed out that I missed watching that movie in 3D with my friends.
It's remarkable. I went with my dad.
Oh, that's insane.
Well, he liked Jackass.
Okay. Well, my dad would never do that.
It did feel like I can't believe he's letting me go see Jackass 3D.
Yeah.
Because I knew that there were going to be quite a few moments that were going to be uncomfortable to watch with your father in the theater. But it was good. I mean, Beavis and Butthead introduces the film. It's just awesome.
That I didn't know.
Yeah, that was like one of the best moments of my life. I was in the theaters. I had my 3D glasses on. I was like, I'm about to watch the new Jackass movie, and then Beavis and Butthead come on. I'm like, life doesn't get much better than this.
That's you know what? What can we ask for other than
Beavis and
Butthead introducing Jackass?
It's so awesome. Because those were like my two faves coming together. At the time, at least.
Who, if somebody were to do a Jackass style show now, that wasn't the Jackass crew, who would you put in it?
I don't know if it would work. Because I feel like I feel like the Jackass crew are like kind of dude bros.
Yes.
But they have a mixture of like homoeroticism and that kind of thing going that I think other people don't when they try to do a Jackass thing. And they just are dude bros, and I don't want to just watch dude bros.
Right. I think that they're actual personalities.
Yeah,
that have their like different bits and pieces to them.
Exactly. Whereas I feel like when you got like the what's that movie? There's some movie that's like Rowan Atwood. Or Roman Atwood, not Rowan Atwood.
Is it Rowan Atkinson?
No,
that'd be cool.
Do you know who Roman Atwood is?
Not really.
He's a like YouTube prankster.
Well,
no. The name of the movie is Natural Born Pranksters.
Oh, that sounds awful.
It is awful, but it was like there was what people at the time, which just wasn't that long ago. It was a few years ago. People were saying like, "Oh, this is going to be the next Jackass."
That's insane.
It was Roman Atwood. It was Vitali, and it was some other guy I probably don't know. But yeah, it was basically that. But I just don't think it would work.
I'm interested to. I still haven't watched Bad Trip, but some of the
is that the
Eric Andre one that Jeff Tremaine produced.
I think that one. I don't think that's bad. But that's kind of different.
Yeah, it's sort of
that's
backwards.
More of a bad grandpa thing.
Yeah, which is more like that. Basically, he's doing the stunts to himself, and that people are reacting, as opposed to like Jackass. They're sort of subjecting each other to this stuff.
But they also do those pranks and stuff too in the Jackass movies.
I guess I think they're definitely bad grandpa and stuff they do.
They in the Jackass movies they do pranks and stuff every now and then. It's kind of like scattered throughout each movie, but it usually is them just doing the shit.
Yeah.
And it also like I think a big thing about Jackass, like we're talking about making these contraptions, or not even contraptions, but making like these sort of big things that they can do stunts with, which wouldn't work in a public setting because no one would believe that it's like actually happening.
Right.
They would just think that someone made a thing.
Now, but let me hit you with one that is the reason I asked you this.
Okay.
Andrew WK.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I mean, I'm not against the idea. I just think it would be difficult to pull off.
Well, I just remember thinking about
because it's a whole crew thing.
Right. That's true.
If you got like, because I think that would work. I think Eric Andre is good too, but okay, so we got Eric Andre. Then what? You know what I mean?
Right.
And I don't know how many people are. And like the people in Jackass will go all the way. I know Eric Andre probably would, but who else are we gonna get who would go?
That's true.
To those places, and who are we gonna get like with Steve-O who will do some shit like that?
Yeah, that's crazy. Sorry.
Yeah, I know the shark thing's awesome.
I just keep forgetting. I actually never watched the move to see what his entire maneuver was. But
I just think it comes down to having all those different parts to the whole crew.
Yeah.
That I don't know if it could be pulled off. Just in general.
What does it say though is the thing that actually that's what I honestly wish I thought it was gonna be, and what I wished it was Destroy Build Destroy. Was I thought about all the contraptions they made.
Yeah.
And I thought it would be the fucking. I mean, you're never gonna do it because I think it's not actually something he's interested in. If all of the contraptions were something that had to torture Andrew WK at the end,
that would be awesome.
That would be really funny.
That would be really funny. I mean, Andrew WK did music for Jackass.
Crit Flip says you're playing Underground. This is Underground 2. We just swapped games. We were playing Underground earlier.
Yeah, we were playing Underground earlier. We switched over to 2 so that we can free skate. You want to change level?
Yeah, we can change level. But yeah, sorry, you just came in part of the way through. We were playing Underground first, and then I didn't want to restart the stream because I'm kind of lazy. But we weren't playing any of the story mode, so it's not like there was a. Because if I was doing a full story mode playthrough, I would be pissed if I came in and I had to watch the Underground 2 one rather than the Underground 1. But we're just free skating. But thank you for hopping in, Crit Flip. I appreciate it.
God bless you.
God bless you. Wrong hand.
All right.
I hate this map.
You don't like this map?
I mean, I'm fine playing it. Like it's Tony Hawk. I'm not.
What
like,
have you got against this map?
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
Levels that are mostly dirt.
Well, I guess that's true.
I know
It doesn't make sense.
There's no reason to care about whether it makes sense in a Tony Hawk game.
Yeah.
Because none of it makes sense, and
we can go somewhere else.
You can play a bullfighter. No, I mean it's fine. but it's just one of those things that when I was playing it. No, you're fine, Crit Flip. You weren't condescending at all. I was just trying to explain because I totally forgot.
I was personally offended, but I know Danny wasn't.
Well, fuck Eric. Anyway,
yeah, exactly.
I totally forgot that we didn't change the title, but I understand that.
That's fine.
You're not here to see me playing Nigel Beaverhausen, but look, that's what you're getting today.
Yeah, you're getting Wee Man. Sorry.
You're getting Wee Man.
I mean, it's good that we're having this conversation about Jackass while playing the essentially Jackass of the game.
I wish they just called it Jackass the game, but then I guess
I wish they would have just called it Tony Hawk meets Jackass or something. Because basically what it is
Tony Hawk cross Jackass.
Because Wee Man, Phil Margera, Bam Margera, Steve-O, like who else is in it? That's a lot of people from Jackass.
Here's my question: do you think at this time, and I guess they are really friends, Tony and Bam, but do you think that this was something where like Tony was like, we should play Firefight in New Orleans? It's quite hectic. Did we play? No, we played it in whatever, Hotter Than Hell.
No, but we should play Firefight again.
Okay.
We should go to a different level and play Firefight.
He's saying in New Orleans. He said it's apparently quite hectic. But I hate Firefight, but we will do that.
Okay.
Do you think this was like Tony's suggestion where he was like, yeah, we should really like make Bam more like a bigger part of this and maybe we'll do the Jackass thing? Or do you think that Activision was like, man, Jackass is really hot right now.
That's what I think happened.
Yeah. And then
Tony
Tony
was like, he was in the first one and he was already like kind of a fan favorite with the first one because he just had like comic relief moments.
Yeah.
Like with the tanks, if you recall.
Yeah.
And so I feel like there was already a market for Bam, but then Jackass became so big, like so much bigger than it already was, that I feel like they were like, yeah, let's do a Bam thing. Let's have Bam basically be the second main character. And then on top of that, I think they just kind of independently were like, oh yeah, you know what? Let's also throw in these other people from Jackass just to bring in more of that crowd, like Steve-O and Wee Man. I don't know how Wee Man specifically got in the fold, or Phil Margera, but still, I think that's what happened.
I've totally forgot about the Bam Margera tank thing until you just mentioned it. And Crit Flip also mentioned it in chat. Yeah, I totally because it's in Moscow, right? He does that.
It's in Moscow, and he's just in love with tanks. It's a great moment.
I was gonna say what I also remember that I didn't realize was I guess it's not even Jackass. It was a CKY thing.
Yeah.
Was in Pro Skater 4. You recreate the cart video where he goes down the hill in the shopping cart.
Yes.
And I remember that's one of my least favorite challenges in Pro Skater 4 because I think as a kid I couldn't get it's like because you keep picking up speed every time you go through the cones.
Yeah.
And I think I played it and I was always like missing the last one. I played that probably 100 times.
Yeah.
To 100% that game. I hated it so much.
Well, you gotta love that. All right, where do you want to go? You want to go back to New Orleans?
Yeah, let's do Firefight on New Orleans.
Very cool.
Pro Skater 3 had a CKY song. Oh, so I mean, I think all of them with Bam had CKY songs. I'm talking about he does the thing in his CKY home video from like '98. He does the thing where he goes downhill in a shopping cart that you would have to do in the.
Doesn't one of those CKY movies have like a sex tape hidden in the?
I think so.
Which one is that? Do you remember?
No. Yeah, that Bam Margera challenge is absolute garbage. I see you, but I don't know where you went. Stop making me do varial heel flips.
I hate it when they make me do varial heel flips. Oh, fuck. No.
Where'd you go? Where'd you go?
No, nowhere.
Come on!
I
hit you?
Oh. That was an eye for an eye for sure on that one.
Oh, come on!
Fuck. Oh! This is bullshit.
I can't land anything! I can't land And fucking trick.
Why is it harder in this game? I feel like it's already hard. Every single time I do it, I fuck up. I die. Oh my god. It really is like it's like a hindrance if you do it once. There we go. I landed. That was the first one I landed, I think. Oh my fucking god. This is a pain in the ass.
I cannot do it.
Fuck.
Oh, I didn't even hit you with the fucking fire. I want to get really good at professional firefight. Be like, yeah, what are my iframes when I'm getting... freaking
I didn't even know you could
pipes.
do that. I did that on accident.
There was a hidden sex tape. Oh, where Pam was 17 at the time. Jesus.
Wait, really?
That's
I did not
crazy.
know that.
I didn't know that.
That's abysmal. Gotta love Bam.
Gotta love Bam. Class act Bam.
You gotta respect it, though. So CKY was pretty good. Were you in the Nitro Circus?
I didn't like CKY, but I remember it, but I feel like that one actually to me was, again, it's like as a personality thing, I was like...
Well, it just depends on how much you like Bam, really. I mean, Bam was definitely the most successful personality in Jackass at the time, I would say.
There is another skate video. Fuck, who is it? It's not Jeremy Klein, but it's somebody like that, where they also submitted... Is it Jamie Thomas or somebody? Where they also submitted...
Fuck.
He got, like, made fun of. Oh, fuck. And so he did a whole skate video naked as a gag, but he was 17 and 16 at the time. And so they, like, had to cut it from a, like, actual DVD release, like, last minute.
I did not know about that.
But
That sounds crazy.
I can't remember who it was. It might be Chad Muska, which would track, I think.
That totally wouldn't surprise me. That would definitely track. I'll show them.
I think you're right above me, but I can't remember how to get up there. I didn't watch much of Nitro Circus, to answer your question.
Thanks for this
I
quick
totally
and speedy
forgot what I was talking about.
It was alright, yeah. It was an alright show.
That is Jamie Thomas?
I'm pretty sure Nitro Circus is the one where Johnny Knoxville broke his dick.
I think you're right.
Oh, hello.
Where he broke his urethra. Yeah. I think you're right. That was Nitro Circus.
I don't think this depiction of New Orleans is that bad.
I don't
I think the voodoo
recognize
man with
anything.
the zombies might be a little...
I think for me it's literally...
I can recognize some stuff. It's just like all not next to each other. Like everything is just like right... oh my god, sorry. I'm getting distracted here. Everything is like next to each other when it shouldn't be.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's not awful. I mean, it's a bastardization, but like they all are in this game.
I mean, there's definitely, I think, parts... There's certain levels... The higher your current combo, the larger and higher damage your fireballs are.
Is that true?
I didn't know that. Huh.
That's bullshit. He's lying.
I feel like... Yeah, I mean, I guess, like, there's, like, the Natchez and stuff, but I feel like... There are definitely maps in the Tony Hawk games that I feel like are more accurate to their source material.
Like what?
I think Philadelphia in Pro Skater 2 actually does a pretty good job.
Philadelphia Pro Skater 2. I'm trying to remember what that one looked like. It looked like Philadelphia, I'm sure.
I think San Francisco actually in Pro Skater 1's pretty good too.
Yeah, that one's not bad. But in this game, though, I feel like they're all just
Yeah,
kind of
I guess they're kind of
bastardized.
more wacky in this game.
Everything's more wacky in this game.
And we love it.
We love it. Man loves it. Oh, I just noticed that Neversoft logo at the
How old is Wee Man now?
cemetery.
Is it his 50s?
Yeah, too old to be making another Jackass movie.
That's crazy.
It's just like everybody else who's making another one.
I actually was like Googling Johnny Knoxville the other day. I was like, how was that guy? And it was like 49. I was like, oh my god. Have you seen a picture of him recently?
With the silver fox thing he's got going on.
Yeah. I was
it's
like,
awesome.
that's crazy.
He's a fucking hunk.
I don't know if that's how I describe it. I think he looks almost like Lemmy.
From Motorhead? Motorhead's a hunk.
I
Motorhead
guess.
the band.
Motorhead the guy.
No, Lemmy is a hunk. And so is Johnny Knoxville. I think Johnny Knoxville's always been a hunk.
I think he was a hunk. Oh,
I still think he is.
if you were like, would I have sex with Johnny Knoxville today? I'd say no.
Today?
Yeah.
Would you have said that? Would you say that now if we were talking about Johnny Knoxville from like 2008?
I don't know. I'll say this. I don't think Johnny Knoxville... I don't think he's a hunk. I think he's...
That's what you'll say.
But I think he's aged, honestly, better than a lot of those guys.
Well, yeah.
Steve-O looks almost exactly the same.
Steve-O looks better. Chris Pontius looks the same. I think Wee Man looks good. I don't think
I
any
haven't
of
seen
them.
Wee Man lately.
I don't think any of them aged poorly other than Bam, really. Off the top of my head. Do you think any of who
Ryan Dunn.
Alright. Yeah, he aged poorly. You're right. I'm sure if you go and dig up his bones, it'd look a lot worse now than he looked.
Hey, you're the one taking in that territory.
What do you mean? You're the one
That
who's...
joke aged poorly.
Alright, well anyway. Do you think anyone else aged poorly other than Bam? I don't
Guess not super poorly.
I don't think anyone else aged poorly, personally. Now you should get Andrew WK to make another song for Jackass 4. Oh shit. He's on me.
He's just been running this whole time.
I just kind of forgot that we were playing Firefight. Fuck.
Did I get you, or did you just...
We got each other, I think. I think.
No, I think you just fell.
No, I did just fall. You're right. You can give me right now, though. Maybe or not.
Miss.
I mean, Chris Pontius, though, he's hot. He's a hunk, right?
I haven't seen him lately.
Just in general.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
I think he looks the same, pretty much now.
I mean, you might be right.
I might be.
Hey, I don't know enough to say otherwise.
That's what I love. That's why I love telling you stuff, and just you're like a blank wall. And
Like a blank wall.
And I can just say
A
anything.
blank wall who loves Jackass.
And who doesn't? If anyone in here doesn't love Jackass, say
Why are
it now.
you still in this chat?
Yeah, you've probably been fucking bored out of your mind for the past half hour. This is the official Jackass stream. I wish they would have made an official Jackass game.
I think that would have been fun.
Yeah, like got Neversoft behind it. You know, same people who did the Tony Hawk game. I think they could have pulled that off.
But honestly, I want it to be story driven.
Yeah, me too. But I mean, then again, that's kind of what they did here, because this is the same story they would have done, probably.
You're probably
This is probably the only way they could story a Jackass game.
shit. I just hit you.
Because how else are you going to story mode a Jackass game, I wonder? You know what I mean? Fuck. Fuck this.
Fuck!
I mean, what kind of story mode would you apply to a Jackass?
I want it to be that you are trying to join the Jackass crew, so you
Oh,
have
so
to
you're not
prove
playing
yourself.
as one of the crew. You're playing...
No, yeah.
See, I was picturing a Jackass game would be the whole crew is there, and in different levels you play as different members.
That could also be fun, but I feel like I want the overarching story of, like, you have to prove yourself.
Well, that's cool, too. I mean, you kind of can do that in this game as well. Because you're playing as... you play as your character, but then
yeah,
you
but
also
you're already, like,
have
a pro.
Yeah, but you have to beat challenges
Yeah.
as Rodney Mullen if he's on your team, or you have to beat challenges as whoever the secret
Can't just say it.
unlockable guy is.
I love Roddy Mullen. He is maybe my favorite skater.
Yes.
He does not belong in this game. It's
Why
so
not?
weird. He's like the most unradical dude.
Well, yeah, that's true. But I think it's I think it's nice. I think that gives it a little bit more a flavor. You got different personalities in here.
I just remember. I think the only time he talks in the game is when he gets shot in the nuts, right?
Maybe. He probably has some lines. Other than that, I don't. He doesn't do any. He doesn't do anything in particular other than that. I don't think.
I just want to finish this fucking game mode.
No, I don't. Yeah, they really did just call this Underground 2 so that they could make Eric Sparrow fucking shit himself in the first level, and then just immediately be out. It's so weird that they did that. It's just, the whole thing is so weird.
Oh! Butthead.
Fuck.
Oh.
Oh, fuck. Damn it. No.
Fuck, I didn't get you.
I don't know what I just did.
So you can play that game.
What was that? What were we saying?
Hey, Eric Sparrow.
Yeah, it's weird that they did that.
I agree.
It's a weird game. It's just an interesting choice for an Underground sequel, I think. And interesting that they called it Underground 2. Is what I'm getting at, I guess. Fuck! I can't believe you got me. That was a good shot.
I mean, I honestly didn't think I was going to hit you.
Yes.
Did you get me?
I got you. Then
Oh,
you
I got
me.
you. Okay. Boom!
All right.
I'm so good at Tony Hawk. This is the game mode that would prove it. Let's not play that game again. I'm back. Did you stop talking about
No, we did not.
No, we didn't.
We didn't actually.
We can talk about...
We can talk about something else.
Man can talk about something else.
That's so true. It's a good one. When is JP coming by? Do we? Oh, I guess it's all up to Grant.
Grant had to drive back home because he forgot the Santa outfit.
I fucking knew it. I told JP he has to remind him.
Well, that's what was so funny when you were like, I might not be coming by, and I was like, well, that's funny because Grant also texted me and told me he might not be coming by, so I might just be alone.
No. I was really trying to make it work for me to be able to be here, but I need to get my eyes checked out. But now
no, I mean it's fine. I was okay with it. I just thought it was funny because I felt like because both you and Grant at the same time were like, it might just be you and the other person today, and I was like, well, that's funny.
Yeah. Hey, look, we worked it out.
I mean, look, it's Jason Patham. Is that what you want us to talk about? I don't know who that is. Jason Statham. Is that what you're trying to say?
I could talk about Jason Acuna.
I don't even think I could do that, but if you got something to say about Jason Acuna, go ahead.
You know Jason Acuna?
I vaguely.
His name is he goes by Wee Man in the public eye.
Oh, okay.
And
see, I knew the name, but I didn't know what it was. But yeah, that's right.
You might remember it from Wimbeldorf's Manor episode 2, where we discuss his name.
WeWork. Oh, he's the WeWork guy. Yeah, that guy sucks. Sorry, didn't you?
I don't know who that is.
He just is a guy who started. It's like it's like Airbnb for working.
Oh, I don't know
like
that.
Millennial businessman.
That sounds awesome. Yeah, I'm a huge fan. I'm into that.
I'm a huge fan. I think he did something crappy, but honestly, there's so much of those guys who did crappy stuff
I'll
that
forgive him for anything.
Are we talking about Wee Man or the WeWork guy?
The WeWork guy.
Wee Man or WeWork? Which one's Jason?
Think
about that.
Well, they're both Jason, kind of when you think about it.
Aren't we all Jason, really?
I wish I was Jason. I couldn't get. Now, Jason Lee I can talk about.
Jason Lee is... we talked about Jason Lee before.
Yeah,
Big fans.
I know. I'll never get Grant's distaste for My Name is Earl.
You know, and look, I know Grant's not going to watch this.
Yeah.
I don't understand Grant's distaste for so many things.
Well, I don't either. I don't get his distaste for The Shining more than anything else.
He once told me that he thinks not only, does he not like The Shining, which is okay, but, he told me that Stanley Kubrick couldn't direct his way out of a paper bag.
Did he really say that?
No.
I was about to say.
I
was like, oh my god, that's crazy. that would be
I liked how quickly you believed it, though, is my point.
That's awesome. I wish he had said that. That would be incredible.
It's so believable.
it's also not. He wouldn't have said that. That's
it would be something he might say in jest, but
that's awesome. I kind of wish he had said that. No, but he did say he didn't like. I mean, he said something kind of similarly crazy where he thought no one in there was a good actor in The Shining.
Yeah.
He said like no one in there was like doing any good acting in that movie, which is that's kind of equally crazy to me, honestly.
I feel like that's something I've heard from people, but I think it's just because like nobody understands that it's a stylistic choice, or if they do understand it, they just don't like it, and so they equate that with being bad.
I'm okay with someone not liking that interpretation of The Shining because I get why someone wouldn't like that interpretation of The Shining, but I don't really get why people complain that Jack Nicholson is acting crazy from the jump, because he is crazy from the jump.
Yeah.
Like, that's the whole difference between the movie and the book.
And the book, right.
Is that he's crazy the entire time.
So you know who else is crazy? Steven.
Steve-O, man. Stuart. Let's talk a little bit about Steve-O.
Stuart. No, I mean, I think that's like the thing is, I guess like I understand when people are like, I don't like that style, especially like just how much they overplay it. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I get it, right? Because that's just an opinion. Like the same way that, I mean, Grant and Solomon were talking about Inherent Vice, and that, like there's things in that movie that are stylistically really weird.
Yeah.
But like they were done on purpose.
Yeah.
And I think people misunderstand like things like The Shining. That they don't realize that that's just a choice, not that Jack Nicholson is a bad actor.
Yeah, I think that's the case with a lot of the movies I like to watch too, like the B movies and stuff, is that people will love them, people will enjoy the whole thing and then just say it's a bad movie because there are these kind of dumb choices and stuff.
Right.
But a lot of the time, like, people must think that anyone who made an 80s like low budget horror movie is just a fucking idiot and doesn't know like anything about humor or something and just made every choice by accident. Like all of those movies, it was a joke.
Yeah.
Like there's a very few rare cases where that's not the case. But
and the thing is like it's also so like a thing of like constraints. Like when you are like in Stuart actually loves that too. I talk about Sleepaway Camp. Is like
Sleepaway Camp's a good movie.
Yeah, and but this thing is like when you have a certain like budget like that, and the constraint is like, look, you can't make The Shining, right? Like if you're the director of Sleepaway Camp, you can't afford to do a movie like that.
That's right.
So your options are, well, I guess I can try to really sell a movie like The Shining, like creatively, but on a budget 15th the size, or I can use that budget to make a movie that would fit a budget like that. Right. And I think that that's totally valid.
And that's usually what people, I feel like, I prefer them to do that because then
me too.
They make just a movie that could have been better if they had a budget.
Yeah.
Whereas I like movies that know their budget and work with that. But a lot of times people watch those kind of movies and just come out of it saying come out of it enjoying it, like laughing the whole time, enjoying it the whole time, and then just like being like, oh, I was laughing at it the whole time. It was a shitty movie. But like a lot of times you're supposed to be laughing at it, and they don't realize that that's not that it's like an intentional thing. But it's like, how dumb do you think the fucking director of all these movies is?
I think that's the difference between something that is like I mean camp and like something like that is genuinely so bad it's good. Which, I mean, like, sometimes the lines are blurred. Like, I talked about before, like, Troll 2, like, that guy clearly thinks he's making a masterpiece. Sure. And it comes across as campy because he doesn't know what he's doing.
But there are so many moments in that movie where there was definitely intended humor.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's true. But, that, like even his intended humor also comes across not like he meant it to.
Yeah, perhaps. I wasn't crazy about that movie.
I mean, I love that movie, but that's one of those ones where I'm like, okay, he's not joking. Like, especially if you, like, listen to interviews with him, he's, like, clearly not joking.
Oh, yeah.
He's
but
like, no, this is amazing.
I just think as far as those, like, so bad it's good movies go, I feel like they're just some I enjoy more.
Oh, sure.
Now, I was hoping to enjoy that one more. But I did like it, but I wasn't, like...
But, I was just saying, so, like, that's, like, one that borders between, like, like, so bad it's good and, like, purposefully campy almost. Mm-hmm. And then there's ones, like, so bad it's good, like Venom. Where, like, that movie...
Now, here's the thing. I know a lot of people who just genuinely loved Venom and thought it was a good movie.
Right, and that's fine. But, like, I feel like a lot of people, that was something where, like, if you have a so bad it's good opinion on Venom, or, like, Jupiter Ascending, where it's like, that was not something the directors meant to be goofy or bad. They really put a lot of money and thought into that movie.
Right.
And that it just turned out horrible.
Right. I didn't see Venom, so I don't know. But I know I have some friends who went to it expecting that, and then walked out saying that they really liked it. So, I don't know. I can't speak on it.
What is this map? Is this San Diego?
This is Barcelona.
Barcelona.
You can't tell?
Stuart said, is this Naples or San Diego? And I was like...
No, it's Barcelona.
I forgot Ring of Fire. It's like the first place I think I heard Johnny Cash. This is definitely the first place I heard Frank Sinatra.
This is probably what got me into the Doors.
Yeah, you know what?
I had
I think probably
huge Doors phase in high school, and it was because of Tony Hawk.
Yeah, you know what?
Or I guess it was middle school.
I think that because the opening trailer for this game is set to break on through, right?
Set to break on through. That's right.
And which, consequently, by the way, one of only 2 Doors songs I still like.
Which one? What's the other one?
Skrillex is not.
I was about to say that's awesome. It's a great song.
It's not a Doors song.
It's not the worst song, but
I would say it's not a Doors song.
No.
He keeps. I was the worst part about that was he was like, I'm trying to make like the Doors song if the Doors would have been around in 2015, and I was like, that's.
I just hate that concept. But anyway, which was the other song?
Probably
LA Woman.
No, probably Light My Fire. I mean, they're like 2 biggest hits.
Light My Fire was not one I was ever super into. I like when they kind of go crazy in the middle. But the actual song itself I'm not in love with. But I do like. I like the Doors in general, though. There's not much Doors I wouldn't still go to bat for.
I don't know if I was ever like...
I had a huge Doors phase, though.
Acapella cover of Bangarang. I remember that video. That was a pretty funny video. Sure, see that? People doing acapella dubstep.
No, I don't think
it was a weird, like, 2-week-long trend.
I was not on that. I was not involved at the time.
You cannot prove that I was there?
There was a period where we're talking about intellectual, like, thinking, like, oh, I'm above this kind of thing. Mm-hmm. I definitely had a period when I got into the Doors, and then I got into a bunch of other bands that were older, where I kind of stopped listening to music that came out in the past 10 years.
Yeah, I definitely did that at one point.
I got really into the 60s in middle school.
Interesting.
With the Doors. That was like the gateway to that. And then I got really into Jimi Hendrix and Janis Joplin and that sort of thing.
What I think is so funny is, like, I grew up, because, I mean, my parents are older than most people's parents, and my parents are in their late 60s now. Mm-hmm. And, like, I grew up with a lot of stuff from my parents that are, like, from the 60s. But my parents were never into the cool things that were from the 60s.
Right.
So that's why I talk about, like, I have listened to Hendrix and I've listened to Janis Joplin, but, like, my parents were not into either of those things. My parents loved Simon & Garfunkel.
Yeah, but even then, I get kind of jealous hearing people talk about what their parents were into, even if they think it's lame, because I had to discover everything. Because my dad, the only band he liked was Led Zeppelin. And he didn't...
It's a pretty good one, huh?
It's a good one, but that's it. And he couldn't name any... If any other song was on, he couldn't tell you who it was. He would be like, I heard it, but I don't know who it is or what it's called. So he only knew Led Zeppelin, my mom only knew Fleetwood Mac. So it's like the dad band and the mom band.
That's pretty funny, actually. That's perfect.
And that's cool because I like both of them, but it's... Whenever I hear people... Like Grant, his parents are into a lot of, like, cool... like old school country music and just like a lot of different stuff that I appreciate. I feel like I would appreciate. Maybe it would get me out of that though if my parents were so into it growing up with that. But either way, I mean every single band was a discovery for me as a kid. So
but I think that's kind of cool because then you own that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I would have fucking 700. Sorry, anyway. But
I agree. But
I'm not saying Simon & Garfunkel isn't cool, Stuart. I'm just saying
I like Simon & Garfunkel.
I love it. Like to this day, like Simon & Garfunkel is like one of my favorite bands.
They're awesome.
But the thing is,
show some love for Simon. Let's show some love for Garfunkel.
Look at this.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's the Ben Franklin.
Yeah. My point though is that like that's not the if you want to be like a guitarist in high school, nobody's going, yeah, dude. You know what? My real inspiration is Paul Simon.
Cecilia, you're breaking my heart.
Although if somebody said that, I'd be friends with them.
Yeah. That'd be awesome. No, I know what you're saying.
Somebody's the lead guitarist for like their school's band, and they're like, "Yeah, dude, I just love Paul Simon."
My hero is Paul. Yeah, I feel like I really like Simon Garfunkel, but I don't like Paul Simon as a solo artist.
I think his stuff's way more of a mixed bag. Like
he's just, I think to me, Paul Simon is as a solo artist is the definition of boring singer-songwriter.
I think
even though he has a lot of great songs.
Sure.
But
Love Simon and Garfunkel.
Yeah.
That'd be a good sequel. So that's what they should call the Simon and Garfunkel reunion tour that's coming out.
Yeah, they should do that.
Love Simon, also Garfunkel.
And Garfunkel as well.
I mean, I think I kind of agree, but I feel like that's something that came on later. Like, I feel like he actually had a string immediately after Simon and Garfunkel broke up, where he had a string of stuff that's like undeniably brilliant.
No, I agree. I don't dislike... even this boring singer-songwriter stuff I'm not saying isn't really good.
Right.
He doesn't have great songs on all those albums. I'm just saying that his discography in general as a solo artist,
sure,
just, with a few notable exceptions, is just like... gives me the same feeling like U2 gives me.
Yeah, you know what? I would agree with that.
Not that they're similar at all, but just like
but
like
there's
the boring...
The guttural reaction.
He is singer-songwriter.
Yeah.
You know?
I think that's stuff that came out more like in his like late 80s and like 90s career, where I'm like, if you like, I mean, we kind of laugh about it now because like, haha, Chevy Chase is in the video, but like,
no,
Graceland is kind of a crazy album.
It is.
But after that, he really does become like old fogey singer-songwriter.
Yeah, I definitely was not including Graceland in that.
Yeah, but as I'm saying, it's like...
But also, Chevy Chase in that video.
I mean, I love that video. But I feel like that's like... That is really the moment where, like, Paul Simon just becomes corny as fuck.
Well, yeah, but I thought it was awesome.
I mean, I love that. Again.
Yeah.
But
I know what you're saying.
Before that, he was like weird. They like Simon and Garfunkel were like weirdly like revolutionary hippie figures.
Yeah.
And then
because
after
they
that,
were so not what you would associate with hippie culture.
Yeah, but they were still like really active in like social justice causes and like actually wrote music that was.
And Graceland is definitely following that lead.
Yeah, but then after that, he really does become like, yeah, I'm a guy in my 50s who just writes like love songs.
Yeah. It's kind of like how I feel about Paul McCartney, where their albums I really like by Paul McCartney, but in general, Paul McCartney is just boring singer-songwriter.
Fuck Graceland. Rock. What about you're saying on a philosophical level or on a musical level?
Yeah, because I know people dislike Graceland. The Building?
Oh, because he's from Memphis.
I see. I know people do hate Graceland because of the
apartheid thing,
apartheid and whatnot.
Yeah, and I guess I get that, but but from a musical level, that album is insane.
Yeah, it's great. But people, I don't know. It depends. That is the case with a lot of different albums too. People say that about "Remain in Light" by Talking Heads, and
sure.
Any time a white person does world-ish music, it is kind of controversial because of that, and I understand why. But yeah, Paul Simon, you gotta love him.
Yeah, but what I was gonna say is like, so like, I guess it was cool that my dad like, I'm not gonna say he was by any means like plugged in, but my dad was a radio DJ before he was a cop, and so he does have a lot of like, my dad's tastes are very like vanilla. Yeah.
Oops. Yeah, no, I get that. But I mean, at least it's something.
Yeah, but I was saying
I didn't really have that even.
I mean, my dad's tastes are really vanilla, but sometimes he'll pull out the craziest thing from like when he was like a DJ. Yeah. So like, there's this one that I think is the funniest thing. That was he had a song that was sent to him by the record company that like they send like the promo records.
Yeah.
That was by a guy named Elmo Batman.
That's awesome.
And the song was titled "I Was a Spy for the FBI."
That sounds incredible.
And it's honestly awful. But it was just such a bizarre thing, and I'm like, and he was like, we played that thing for like a week, and we maybe played it 4 times, and people would call us and request to stop playing it.
How long is it?
It's not. Well, no. It's like just that like
Just
people would call and complain after it was done. They would be like,
yeah.
they'd be like, please never play that again.
I see.
But they had to play it a certain amount of times for their like contract with the record
That's
company.
kind of awesome.
So like I know nobody else remembers that song, but for some reason
I'm
my
gonna
dad.
go look it up though.
I'll play it for you. It's like one of the weird, and the thing was like for some reason the distribution company that the record label would give them free records.
Yeah.
And they would be like marked like promo only, not for resale.
Which
and,
is bullshit.
Yeah, I mean I'm reselling.
I mean, I feel like half the records I see at the record store
are like that. Yeah. Well, because what would happen was my dad said like every year basically they would have to make space for the records, and so the DJs would just get to take them home.
Yeah.
And so that's like how
and then eventually they're giving them away to record stores because they don't.
Yeah. So yeah, especially all the ones where like nobody wanted them.
Yeah.
But that's how my dad has so many like Beatles first pressings. Is just because
that's
like
pretty awesome.
Is like the
very worth a lot of money.
Not even. I guess like he has actually no. You know what? He only has one Beatles first pressing, but he has a lot of. Like,
which one is it?
I think it's Revolver.
Oh, that's kind of crazy though.
But because that would have been his like freshman year in college.
Damn. It's a while ago.
And.
Kind of a while ago.
But then like he also has like the like I think he has a just left my mind. What's the dude's name?
Describe him.
Sort of like Fogerty. John Fogerty.
Okay, yeah.
He has like a couple like John Fogerty first pressings.
Can we talk about this for a minute?
Yeah.
What do you think of CCR?
We talked about this in your group chat. I don't really have a whole lot of like memories of them. I didn't really grow up with them.
But okay, I don't know how.
I know Grant despises them.
Yeah, I don't know how it came up, but we were talking about Chronicle, which is you know that, right?
The movie?
No, it's like their greatest hits. It's called Chronicle,
okay.
and it has like 20-something songs on it, and they're all like very well-known songs.
Sure.
And I get why you would maybe grow out of that or just not be into it, but he, I think, reacted a similar way that he reacted to your bedtime stories thing, where I was just like, yeah, I love that album. I love CCR. I think those songs are great. I think they're like some I don't like, some that I don't want to listen to anymore, but I think a lot of the songs are really good. And he acted like that was crazy.
I don't know about that. I do know that he was. I mean, he's many times made fun of Ian for Ian saying that CCR is better than Tina Turner.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
And then Ian can only name like 4 CCR songs.
Yeah, and then what's weirder too is that Ian's favorite CCR song is "Proud Mary," and that the only reason he doesn't like Tina Turner is
because she does the other famous version of that.
Yeah, which is better, I think.
Yeah, I think most CCR fans would even agree with that.
Yes, I think so too. I don't even like that song in general. I don't even like the Tina Turner version that much. I'm not crazy about that song in general.
But I don't have a strong opinion on CCR. Really.
I just don't get it. I thought people just generally liked CCR.
I know they're like 5 famous songs, and that's basically all I know.
Which 5?
I mean, it's like Unfortunate Son, Proud Mary, shit.
Have you ever seen the rain?
Yes, thank you. I was going to say, there's another one that gets covered a lot. Bad Moon Rising.
Looking Out My Back Door.
That one I don't know.
There's got to be a big one.
There's another one that gets covered a lot.
Oh, Down on the Corner?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, they got a lot of great songs.
But the thing is, like, I don't know outside of those, like, I guess what would be on the greatest hits. Like, outside, I don't know.
But even still, though, that greatest hits is like 20 songs, and I think they're all up to that level, in my opinion, with a couple exceptions. Like they did I Put a Spell on You. I don't like their covers.
Yeah.
Because why would I want to hear them do I Put a Spell on You? No. In my opinion, I don't.
Would you consider them a jam band?
No. I don't know. I mean, unless new information comes to light for me.
New information about CCR.
Then I don't believe so. But I'm not someone who delved into their discography. So if they got like long jam songs, I don't know them. I know Susie Q is like 8 minutes long.
I guess I just mostly know that they are a band that was known for their live performances, and I guess I equate that with jam band in my mind.
They very well could be. I don't really know much about their live performances. But I mean, I get why someone would not be into jam bands.
Yeah.
Are you in any jam bands?
Not really.
Not me either. I saw Fish at Jazz Fest once.
You've told me that story, yeah.
It's not a great story. It was just me seeing Fish at Jazz Fest. Me being excited to see Fish at Jazz Fest. And they were all right. My mom complained because she went to use the bathroom and then she came back and they were playing the same song.
That's right. That's why that story is funny, because it took them kind of their whole thing.
And it was like she was gone for like 20 minutes. I don't think she went to just the bathroom. I think she went to see like Boss Skaggs for a minute or something.
My dad's seen Boss Skaggs I think 3 or 4 times.
He's good, in my opinion.
Trying to think of another. I mean, I guess like this thing is like so like other bands my dad loves that are like super plebeian is like my dad fucking loves the Eagles, and I love the Eagles. Like,
okay,
but that's like where other people were like, yeah, dude, Hendrix. My dad's like, dude, the Eagles. Which like, I honestly, if you asked me, and I'm not saying they're better, but if you asked me, I would also probably listen to the Eagles than Hendrix. But that is a very nerdy, uncool, lame thing to say.
I mean, hey, look, that's you though.
Right, and I love that, but I'm saying like people are like, oh, your dad must be like into some really cool music from that time. Like, no, not really.
No, I get that. I'm not into the Eagles, but I'm not really into. I don't really listen to Hendrix anymore, really either though.
Sure.
I don't really listen to any other that stuff at this juncture anymore. I don't think.
I don't really either, but I do
like the Doors still.
I just think it's so funny because my dad is from that era and was a DJ, but yet still has the most basic taste in music.
I feel like I like the Doors in the same way that I like Green Day still.
Okay.
Where
they're really the Green Day in their time.
Huh?
So they're really the Green Day at that time.
For me, kind of, because my first huge phase with music was Green Day. Like I didn't give a shit about music in general. Like, I liked music, and I liked a lot of different kinds of music, but I didn't have, like, a band that I really, really liked.
Sure.
Until Green Day, and I got really into Green Day. And the one that got me out of that was The Doors.
Weird, okay.
And then I got really, really into The Doors. And then I got into... The big changing moment for me was hearing Once in a Lifetime by Talking Heads on, like, a classic rock station where it totally didn't belong. And being like, this is good. It's kind of crazy that they're playing this. And then that got me in a different direction. I think, who knows, if I hadn't heard that song, what I'd be listening to right now.
I'd still be listening to the Doors and Green Day exclusively.
I fucking might have been. That got me out of the Doors, I'm pretty sure.
See, I feel like I never appreciated, like, any... Because my parents are from the 60s and 70s, like early 70s, and then my brothers, I guess, were really into the 90s. So like, I had it's so strange. Car trips would go from like Simon and Garfunkel and like America, like the band America.
Gotta love them. They're good though.
I mean, I think that I like them more now. I used to hate them as a kid, but
I used to love them. I still do. Tin Man's an all-timer.
But then it would be my brother would take the aux or whatever, and it would be Nirvana and Pearl Jam.
Yeah, and you gotta love that dichotomy.
And look, but there's nothing in between. I don't know any. I literally had never listened to a Michael Jackson song until I was probably like 10 or 12.
That's kind of crazy because that was another. Like I kind of underplayed. My mom does know other bands, but she knows more than my dad. But it's still like within that realm. Like she's into Fleetwood Mac, but she's also into Michael Jackson and stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean I heard a lot of that, but. There are very few bands that she would just play.
Right.
She would listen to the radio, and if she wasn't listening to the radio, she was listening to Fleetwood Mac or Michael Jackson or something.
Yeah.
But my dad just had a Led Zeppelin album, and I think an Earth, Wind, and Fire Greatest Hits.
Yeah.
Which is kind of just an awesome double feature.
Hola, Sal. How is it going, man?
You caught us in one of the great debates.
Sal, give us your favorite band from the 60s and 70s.
Would you say that The Doors is better than Green Day?
I mean...
Also, another thing was that
yes,
in middle school
actually,
I was really into reading poetry.
That's fair.
But
I
Jim
can see how those
Morrison
two
is not a
things are-
good poet. I don't think.
No, but I think those two things go together.
They do. But he did write poetry, and I read his poetry. I'm not crazy about it.
Yeah, I would agree.
I don't know if you've ever actually just read one of his poetry books, but it's not bad.
You know who's a better writer? Who? 60s, 70s, I gotta think about that. You got time. Did you ever read John Lennon's Weird Variety novels?
No, I didn't.
They're pretty good.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
In his own right, and A Spaniard in the Works. They're like, it's like a weird collection of... Actually, I'm trying to remember if either of those ones have his art or if it's just his last one. But It's a weird collection of like short stories, essays, poems, and doodles.
That's kind of interesting. I don't even know if I was aware of that. I gotta look into that.
There's this really funny video of the Beatles on tour in Denmark, Sweden maybe, where John Lennon is being interviewed for his book, and they're on tour, but the interviewer does not know who the Beatles are. So he's awesome. Just asking about like
I bet
the
that
book.
was cool for John Lennon.
Yeah, but then like the other Beatles are just in the room.
Oh, that's awesome.
And so
how does he not know the Beatles?
I mean, the guy is older than them.
That's wild.
But it was so funny because the guy was like, "So who are these people? Are they your representation?"
Oh, that's awesome.
But those books are pretty good. I wouldn't go so far as they're like high art or anything, but they're kind of like they're just a really.
I'm sure it's better than reading Jim Morrison's poetry.
I think Jim Morrison's poetry, the little bit that I've read, seemed like he was trying to do high art and failed.
Yeah,
but,
well, I mean, he didn't exactly fail. People really, really liked it. I don't know.
I didn't. But
no, I didn't like it either. It is exactly what you're saying.
But
I just think that
the difference is like John Lennon's stuff is like the opposite of that. It's like his music is really kind of like it's just like weird stuff like I can't remember. It would be things like a poem about a man who was buying a pancake, like stuff like that.
Kind of awesome. Yeah, I want to.
That's not an actual pitch, but I'm trying to remember like what some of them were.
That sounds good though.
But they were almost. You know what it reminded me of? It reminds me almost of like a prototype to Shel Silverstein.
That's interesting. Wow. Well, I gotta look into that.
Stories.
There we go. I didn't even notice that till just now. But I think being an English major ruined any hope for me enjoying poetry for the rest of my life.
I was never into poetry, and I want to get into it now.
Well,
because I feel like so many people I know who I like are like inspirations creatively always talk about poetry, and I'm like, that's pretty interesting because I was never super into poetry.
Poetry has kind of a thing now where it's kind of hard to be taken seriously.
Sure. Because
people just see it as a deep thing that is like not a real deep thing, but something like the same kind of guy who would play Wonderwall at a party.
Yes.
Would write poetry as well, and that kind of I think demeans the entire medium. but that kind of plays with the Jim Morrison thing.
Yeah.
He's doing that.
People want to do that, yeah.
Jim Morrison is the guy who would play Wonderwall at a party in this case.
Jim Morrison, a huge fan.
He loved Oasis. He was really ahead of his time.
And he did Skrillex, weirdly enough.
Yeah, he loved Skrillex.
Skrillex was handpicked to take over the tours.
That's awesome.
No, this thing is like I feel like that's true, and I also feel like what else has killed it? Weirdly enough, I mean, not like I'm not making a claim to be the qualifier of art in any way, but what I feel like has killed it in people's eyes is Instagram poetry and stuff like that.
Yeah, but that I think goes hand in hand with what I'm saying.
Yeah. I'm just saying I think it's the newest evolution of guy who used to play Wonderwall at a party and read poetry in a coffee house is now take a picture and write poem in the comments.
That's right. That's so true.
Now,
I think when it comes to just musicians who do poetry and stuff, that was something that interested me. And that was like, because Jim Morrison, like, that was the first thing where I was like, oh, he writes poetry too. He doesn't just play music.
Right.
And then I read like a Patti Smith poem or something. I was like, oh, this fucking guy sucks. Why am I reading this guy when Patti Smith is right there?
I think I would if I wanted to get into poetry, some of the stuff that would really interest me is more like really like pre-beat stuff, like formic poetry of like the early 1900s, where it's like actually really weird and verbose.
Yes. Like
that stuff is more interesting to me. If I wanted to like,
hey, you ever heard of Plath?
Plath, underground writer Sylvia Plath. But like I feel like
one of the best to ever do it.
I feel like the beat generation is really important. That like they sort of started writing more how people talked.
Yeah, I mean that's super important, but it's a different thing.
Yeah, but I feel like I almost like it's just like how like I respect cubism, but for me I kind of just want to see like a crazy, complex, interesting painting that's trying to get close to real life.
Yeah.
Even if it's so complicated that it's not. Like, that's sort of what I want from poetry. I want something crazy, like, written by a guy who went to Oxford in, like, the 1890s.
Well, there's plenty of that.
I know, and I think that's... Some of that stuff's, I'm sure, very bad. I forgot there's a Butterfinger ad in this. But... Where's Bart Simpson? But I just feel like that's sort of, like, what I would like to try. Because I hear people quote stuff like that. Like, people you wouldn't expect to be into that stuff quote, like... poems from the 1800s and early 1900s, and I'm like, that sounds really interesting.
Hey, look, you should look into it. I'd love to read along with you.
Yeah, we're gonna start a book club of the most sort of like inaccessible poetry.
I'm trying to read more just books in general because I just haven't had a fire.
I have the Jon Stewart book for you.
Oh yes, that's right. I just haven't had a fire to read any novels or any just books in general since college because of how many I had to read for school. Because I also had to read a bunch of high art books that I liked. There were some that I liked, but there are some that are just fucking boring. That kind of turned me off to like wanting to read for pleasure.
Yeah.
For a while. But hey, maybe now's the time.
I'm not ignoring you. I'm trying to see. I forgot Ian has to bring me the camera. See if he's on his way yet. Grant says he's on the way with Santa's suit and gravy.
It's awesome. I'm glad.
Yeah, I got really kind of back into reading this summer, and I'm not like as much as I used to when I was like a kid, but like I read I think 3 books, and what really got me into it was like reading stuff that I would have never read as a kid that I have the comprehension for now. I read like 3 sci-fi novels from the 60s. I guess the first one's actually from the 40s, but like really old, kind of like pulpy, but also like stuff where it's like before the cliches of science fiction had really like figured themselves out.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like all telecommunicators. It would be like stuff where it's like their explanations for how aliens can do things are clearly so weird because it was before there was a like terminology for stuff like that. Like there's one I read called Vor, V-O-R, not V-O-R-E, but
it was pretty good.
I've been reading a lot of Vor stuff this summer.
Wow, it got me back into reading.
But like where the whole thing is, it's almost like it's.
I'm just picturing you reading a book about Vor and just being like, oh, you know what? Reading's
just Vor fan fiction.
I can't believe I stopped reading. I should get back into this. This is exciting.
Where it's like it's sort of I would say a prototype to like Arrival, where it's about like how do aliens communicate, and if we found an alien, how would we struggle to communicate with it? Mm-hmm. And so the whole thing is that the alien communicates by flashing colors. It's got like a big beam and it flashes colors.
That's cool.
And when you ask it its name, it always does violet, orange, red. So they name the alien Vor. V-O-R.
Oh, I see.
But so it's like it's more on that like weird level of like this isn't about aliens who like want to take over the world. They're not like big green guys. Like they describe him as just like a giant. He's basically like a giant metal ball with an eye.
Right.
So stuff that, like, I guess is pre-Space Marines and, like, the things that you would see in sci-fi today, it was sort of codified by things like Star Trek and Star Wars. That's more conceptual.
So that was good?
I enjoyed it. I mean, there's definitely, like, things where, like, on a writing level, I'm like, that could be better. Because, you know, these guys back in the day are churning out 5 books a year just to survive.
Right.
But some of the concepts that they write about are really interesting.
Sure. That sounds good.
And there's another one I read where they're talking about like they're like sort of trying to describe how nuclear power would work, but it's like 1940, so their understanding of nuclear power doesn't even really make sense. So they're like using they're like splitting the atoms for telepathy and stuff.
Uh-huh.
So like stuff like that where I would like as a kid never have the patience to like force myself through it and like get through the opening chapters of that.
Yeah.
That now I'm like, okay, well, I'll force myself to get to chapter 3, and by that point, I'm interested enough in what's going on that I'll be like, oh, this is actually a fun read if you get through the exposition.
What is Canada? Do you remember this one?
No.
Let's go on then. Let's learn.
I think I'm gonna recognize as soon as it starts.
Yeah, probably.
Anyway, so that was my.
But those both sound interesting to me.
Yeah, but I just like picking up weird stuff now where I.
Just stuff you wouldn't necessarily have read. Why do I not remember this?
I don't remember this. Oh,
I feel like I remember.
Yeah, I really don't.
I don't either.
Weird. I remember snow ramps. I was like, wait, but those are from Moscow as well. But yeah, I don't know anything about those.
Why don't I remember this?
I was playing this yesterday.
Weird. Okay.
Anyway, Geek Space is the kind of place where you can hear discussions about
we talked about Jackass and literature.
Jackass and mid-century literature.
And also look, if you guys are into the Doors, this is definitely the right place. So
right place, right game.
You said those are the only 2 Doors songs you like. You don't like any of the other Doors songs?
I like 3 Doors songs and can.
What's the other one?
Actually, I guess it's just 2. I'm trying to think. Like, I can probably.
You don't like anything off LA Woman?
As I say, I know maybe 5 songs.
Oh, okay.
Do
you know LA Woman?
I know I should know it, but I can't think of it in my head right now.
What about Riders on the Storm?
These are all songs I've definitely heard, but could not like sing to you. Like I don't know what they sound
Madly?
like. Love Her Madly, I know.
You don't like that one?
Okay.
I like that one.
I wouldn't object to it, but it wouldn't be something I'd turn on.
I like that album. I'll go to bat for that whole album, even though it's one Grant doesn't like, but he likes Morrison Hotel, which is a weird
shit.
I don't know. That one's weird too because I feel like the Doors for like 90% of their career made the same album over and over again.
Yeah, sure.
Like not that that's a bad thing, but they were only around for a very short amount of time, and they basically just made the same kind of music the whole time they were around. So there was one album where they did a little bit more brassy thing, but other than that, it was basically the same album. Except for LA Woman, which was a departure because of how fucking unhinged Jim Morrison was by this point.
Yeah.
He just sounds so drunk on the whole thing, which I like. I get why you wouldn't like that. But it's interesting that Grant has like a favorite that he's like, Morrison Hotel is easily the best one. Because to me, those all of them other than the last one sound the same to me.
Oh, real quick, I'm going to...
Is he in here?
I gotta go swap this turkey.
Swapping it. All right.
Actually, we can go ahead and wrap up, because I think Ian's on his way.
All right, well,
Thank you for tuning in for this awesome stream.
We talked a lot about a lot of things.
We're really laureates of our own.
That's so true.
We're so...
I was getting...
We're very learned.
I was getting dizzy people. Watching it, or playing just now. Played it too long.
So it's time to cut it
It's time to cut it anyway.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for watching.
You're all so beautiful.
Well,
and there's the
There's
pizza.
the bell!